Touch to get there. Lay.
Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful. B3 Picks TV, we back again. Y'all punch the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely working. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. God's great, you know we straight. God got us while the devil lurking. At the end of the day, we always working. We bless, not stress. It's God morning, God afternoon, God evening, God night. Huh. We serving God, not ourselves. And listen, that's a great place to be. So right now, listen, we're gonna kick off some boxing this week. We got some good fights on this weekend. Shout out to Golden Boy and DAZN for putting on the Lamont Rose versus Williams Zepeda card. That's gonna be a phenomenal card for us to watch this weekend. Right now, I'm gonna look up and I'll give you a rundown of that card, and we'll go over some of the fights on that card. The big news is that the reports is that Keyshawn has turned down $3 million to fight Devin Haney. So that fight will be going to purse bid tomorrow. We have to wait and see, because I'm under the belief that they will get that fight done. But if push come to shove and they don't make that fight, Keyshawn got some answer and got some explaining to do. When y'all in here, punch that like button and follow the page. Help the page grow. Yeah, if Keyshawn doesn't agree to fight Devin Haney, he got some explaining to do. It's just that simple. We need to see Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney before the end of 2026. That should be the next fight. It's just that simple. There's nobody else for either guy to fight right now that makes sense outside of each other. So that's the fight. It's going to be blockbuster. I think it's going to have a lot of fan intrigue and fan interest, even more so than what people are anticipating right now. That card is going to be very big. Now, there are some options for that fight. There have been some talks with DAZN, people that's backing Devin Haney, putting money behind Devin, that fight could potentially go to Saudi Arabia. There's also some other options for that fight to be in Las Vegas. So, hey, this weekend is going to be amazing. I'm looking at right now. Okay, we got Morataya this weekend versus Robson. Dylan Capetillo is back. So we got some good fight. We got some really good fights on. So that's amazing. So shout out to everybody that had a hand in putting on these fights. Charles Conwell is back. He's gonna be fighting Paul Kroll. We got Raul Curiel coming back fighting Quinn Randall. Okay, Raymond versus Robson. And the main event, Roach versus Cepeda. So this is, listen, Golden Boy did that thing with this card. Shout out to Golden Boy. Shout out to DAZN. They did phenomenal work with this card this weekend on Saturday, Roach versus Cepeda. I'm gonna look up the boxing schedule just to see if we have anything else to look forward to. I should just look up the Champ Ross pick 'em. The Champ Ross will be picking this week. Hold on. Make sure y'all tapping with Champ Ross Pick'em League. Uh, cash payouts. You feel me? Up Coley again, just a month for the sun last month. Nasty work. Yeah, emphasis on that. Yeah, that's a fact. Mm-hmm. Hold on, I got a lot of I'm seeing a lot of messages right now. Hold on, y'all. Okay, cool. Let me see. Did Ernest win the league? Shout out to Ernest. Ernest won the Pick'em League this year. Phenomenal work. Oh no, he just won that week. Let me see who won the whole league. If it's on here. Oh, Chris Lethy. He won $200 in the Pick'em League, y'all. Y'all got to get with Champ Ross and get with the Pick'em League. That brother won $200. Come on. He had 1,268 points over the season. I did not do good. I had 1,028 points. So I got to do better. But shout out to everybody that did phenomenal work. We're gonna keep going. Salute to my good brother BVO Sports TV. BVO, talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Oh man, trying to catch up with the legend, man. What's going on, man? Just enjoying my birthday, man. How about you?
Man, blessed. Today your birthday. G, happy birthday, man. Come on, you off today?
Yeah, 36, man.
Man, God is great, man. Listen, they told us we wouldn't make it to this old. You know, they
Hey,
had a they had a palm box ready for us.
that's a fact. I told my camp counselor because I kept getting in trouble and going to boys' school. She said, "If you make it to 21, you're doing good, son." So when
Mm.
I'm 90 and she's in hell, we gonna
You definitely blessed. Let me ask you this. Uh SM down, I see y'all coming in, man. Make sure y'all punch that like button. Michael got next, man. Make sure y'all hit that follow for me. We pushing to 1,000 subs. G, what's your thoughts on the Keyshawn Davis turning down the $3 million offer to fight Devin Haney? Do you feel like the fight is gonna fall out?
I don't think the fight's gonna happen. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of clear. What I don't know what's going on because I think Keyshawn got a chance, but I just one thing I could say I'm tired of like the argument. So either they gonna fight or not. I don't think he gonna fight. I think he can officially say he just said he don't want to fight.
Mm. So would that be a clear duck in your opinion?
I would say so, but that's kind of how boxing has been for a while. Whenever a tough fight comes out, dudes say, "Heck no."
Mm.
When the last time you seen a young guy really take a tough fight other than my brother from DC, Jalil Hackett? Man, we don't see dudes do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Honestly.
unless it's a ridiculous payday like Xander got for Boots.
Yeah, yeah,
But see, even that situation, Boots was Xander's mandatory.
yeah.
Having that WBA interim and Keyshawn is Devin mandatory. So it's a bad look if Keyshawn don't get this fight across the line.
But I won't say that because that's his character. His character shows you he's all talk, no action. So if somebody show you who they are, man, I think the great Maya Angelou said it best. Believe it. Believe it. I
Man,
believe that the fight, all that wearing the poo shiesty and talking the deal, that made for terrific TV, but we still ain't got no fight. We doing stuff
exactly.
like you got debate. Dudes want to debate me and you instead of watching fights. I want to watch the fights, man.
Right. That's
So
Hey,
that's
shout out
all.
to We Fight All Night TV. He said Keyshawn gambling on himself, turned down 3 million. It's more clearly on the table. Can he get his hands on it though? I mean, I guess Devin and Bill need an opponent, but can he get his hands on more than 3 million? BBO.
I mean, he can, but what I've always learned is sometimes you got to take less money to make the money you need to make. That's just kind of
Yeah,
how it goes. And anybody that's a Black American can attest to what I'm saying. We take less all the time just to get the opportunity. I would take whatever they giving me. I think it's highest paid. It's like 1.5 or something like that. Why not get double that if you think you can beat them? You know,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think it's doubts on if he really can beat Devin. Colorado Buffs salute, man. He said Keyshawn is a no name. They don't sell tickets outside of Norfolk. The purse bid gonna be lower than 3 mil. Mm.
but see, why say that? That's the part that killed me with boxing fans, man. Like, why say that? Like, so you just always want to say Devin Haney ain't fight nobody. That's your narrative. Brian Norman was an easy fight. Which I thought so. But I'm just learning as somebody watching the sport, they don't need you to always devalue their opponents because every time I seen Floyd fight somebody, hell of a fighter, hell of a job. That's what I always heard. I never heard him
Devil, I see you, bro.
talk bad about nobody ever, especially an opponent. That's stupid to me. That's
Right.
stupid.
Yeah. It don't look good. I agree. I think the purse bid, they're not gonna do $16 million purse bid. Nothing like that is gonna happen. I don't foresee that happening. So is what it looks like to me, G, is that Devin is gonna keep his belt and fight somebody else. Keyshawn is gonna move around and probably fight Frank Martin.
I mean, if he does, he does. I just my whole thing is this. I've learned this about boxing. People want to treat boxing like it's like some type of gang or something. At the end of the day, these are just young kids who are gifted, try to make a living. So I'm not gonna sit up here and just down Keyshawn. Is he a little feminine for my taste? Yeah, but he don't need me dumping on him. He don't. And I'm gonna tell you, you know what's so crazy? I'll never forget
Mm.
this. Forgive me for being long with on this. My brother William Old School, not William Old School. Who was that? I can't remember my dude's name. It was a white kid, white cat, and he
Mhm.
said the biggest haters for Devin Haney are black fans. You know who talk the worst about black fighters? Black people. So it's like, why do we have to sit here and disperse the man, talk down on him? At the end of the day, it's a business deal. If it don't work, it don't work. But I want to see him fight. I rather that than see like countless lives of how he's a duck. What does that prove? And I don't like the fact that Devin out the ring this long. He about to be out the ring a year. I don't like that. I want to see Devin fighting every 9 months or sooner than that. I mean, a year? Come on, bro.
Yeah, he should be fighting every 6 months, twice a year.
Yeah, this ain't good, man. This is bad for boxing. Now I'm not gonna be like some guys and say he's the face of boxing because that's ridiculous to say that. That's not even using your intelligence, like my man Kel said. But
Let
I
me
don't.
just say this to Devil real quick. Like that 3 million is say 3 million, but then you got promoter fees, manager fees, and you got your personal team with your trainer. So that 3 million, it'll mess around and end up being like 1.8. Even still, if you feel like you can beat Devin, you take it. So I'm with you on that. I feel like he should take it. But if there's more money out there, he gonna get it. On the narrow path daily, I see you, family. That's my brother D. He said that's universal for all the black fighters, though, not just Devin. Yeah, it's a lot of self hate, a
I don't get
lot
it
of
though.
self hate going on,
I don't get it because if I'm being honest, and I'm
and
not
taxes. We
Devin
fight
Haney
you
fan.
right.
I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan, but bro, what has he done or said to get this much hate and victory off? What has he done? And I always bring this up. You got to do like Tank, who had a woman screaming for her life. Help, help. But y'all like him, but y'all hate Devin. That blows my mind, bro. That blows my mind. There's video out there. You can listen to the woman screaming for her life. Whether she was being fraudulent or not, I don't know. But you don't got that kind of tape on Devin. You know what I'm saying, bro? But they hate
Mm.
Devin, right? He's a sellout. He's this and that, right? Crazy, man.
Yeah, people. A lot of people got to look in the mirror, man. You know what you want to support. Choose you this day who you gonna serve. And Devin is in the driver's seat. I think Bud Crawford even said it that Devin is in a prime position. Eddie Hearn, Chris Manis, everybody really been saying Devin is in that position to get all these top fights. But see, the thing is that if Keyshawn can move around and say, "No, I'm not gonna fight Devin," Conor Ben can say he don't want to fight. It's a boring fight. All these dudes is moving around. Devin is gonna be stuck without opponents. So I mean, are you gonna pay for the Jack Catterall, Devin Haney?
No one wants to see that.
Right.
But
So
you know what though? I'm gonna say this because you said this a minute ago. Dudes like drama.
yeah,
That's what it comes down to, bro. Dudes like drama. That's all it
yeah,
is. These dudes is worse than we've ever seen ever. You got grown men who want to have David Benavidez and Tank's babies, man. They say move your wife out the way. I'll have your baby. Like, what are you doing, man? You don't get no cool points by not seeing fights. Like, come on, bro.
yeah.
Oh, man. Well, let me
But
ask you
see,
this. Let me ask
go
you
ahead, go ahead, G.
this. What you think about Terrence Crawford still talking about Boo Tennis and he's retired?
Man, it's like this. It's just distasteful. Like he gotta take off his fighter hat and go ahead and turn and put on his analyst cap. And just leave that fight alone. Leave Boost where he at. Boost is the new kid on the block. And Crawford, he's the old guy. He stepped away from the sport. So I mean, he had his time as pound for pound number one. He gotta let Boost go ahead and shine. And I mean, I would just speak about him very sparingly. Give him his praise when it's due, and then just keep it moving. Hey, salute to the good brother Bruce Gas. Man, my brother FaZe, man. Re-up in his membership. That's a good brother right there. Appreciate you, FaZe. Hold on, let me drop the link for my good brother FaZe. Any of the members, any of the supporters of the platform want to pull up and kick it with us. I got my brother BBO. Make sure y'all follow BBO. Got the hottest sports show on YouTube. And man, them likes been going good. I mean, them views been going good, but they need to get the likes up.
Hey, man. You know
This
what I
stuff is
say? $1
sick.
at a time, baby. Just tune in first. That's all I say. Tune in first, man, because we made some changes. And I heard everybody that y'all wanted me to do different things, and I got great news. I'm not as biased as I once was, and I'm giving you
Appreciate
better.
you, FaZe.
I think people appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. People want to hear the real authentic BVO takes, man. They want you to break it down. So you doing the right thing. You doing a hell of a job with the platform. If you new in here, hit the follow, hit the like. My brother FaZe hit the membership. Let's go, FaZe. We needed that. Y'all know it's $100 minimum on YT to even get paid out. So we gotta reach them thresholds. So when y'all show love, when y'all gift the
Yo, look at
platform and
my man. Look
support,
at my man. Three giving up the game.
man, listen.
Not everybody
Hey,
go. Not everybody gonna give it to you real like that.
yeah, listen. I don't hoard. Listen, this why I don't hoard people. They can go. They can go and do what they please, and I ain't gonna hoard the game. If God impart wisdom, if you got wisdom and insight, give it up because God provide increase. You don't worry about what man or what woman gonna do for you. God gonna impress people to bless you.
Yeah.
And you gonna see favor over your life when you're obedient to God. Um, now, yo, listen, we gonna get this fight. I feel like maybe not next though, G. I don't think it's gonna be next. I think it probably maybe be in 2027. It look like it's a lot of up and down, man. It's a lot of BS going on in the sport right now.
I mean,
Uh
they
on the
doing a
narrow
lot. I'm gonna say this. I think that what's going on with Zuffa and Ja Overtime is shameful.
mm,
The fact that you want him to fight Chris Balaam Smith, and y'all know I love Ja. If he fights Chris Balaam Smith, take the ring magazine off his waist because that's not a fight that he deserves. Chris Balaam Smith does not deserve to be fighting a ring magazine lineal champion next. He does not. I think that'd be a mistake. That'd be a grave mistake if they do that to him. And they're using Ja Overtime like a sacrificial lamb. I hate to see it, bro.
yeah. Man, the fact that he got stripped of the IBF, man, that was just piss poor management from the promoter side of things. They should have had that business buttoned up so that way he could still unify the titles. Um, it's disgraceful that such a great fighter have been stripped of the IBF two times and he ain't lost in the ring. I
Yeah,
mean, this is
yeah.
disgusting, man. and it's bad for the sport because I'm hearing that David Benavidez is actually gonna fight McCallion. Hey, BBO, is McCallion still with Don King?
Yeah, McKaylen is still with Carl and Don King. Yes.
Wow.
Yep. Don King is entering his 40th year in big time boxing promotion. So he's the last major guy that's on King Promotions right now. They got a young
Yeah,
kid that just came out that's coming out the amateurs, but I'm telling you, man, McKaylen is gonna get beat dead. I mean,
by David. Yeah.
yeah, like you can say, I'm gonna tell you guys something funny. David Benavidez is an excellent fighter. I just want to see him versus Ja overtime. Like I tell his dad when I speak to his dad pretty often, is that your son is so good. I want to see if somebody can kick his ass. That's just what it
Hmm.
comes down to, bro. Your son is so good. I want somebody to get him. That's all it comes down to. I want somebody, bro. You realize he went in there and beat Zerto dead? Come
Yeah,
on,
that
bro.
was. We might not see Zerto again.
Hey, Zerto quit. Like
We
my man
might.
Deontay say, he quit. Zerto quit, dude. Like, I thought he got beat up by Bivol. Man, no. Benavidez put a show on, dude. Hit him with all them punches like he was Raul off Street Fighter, dog. He went to work. He went to work on it, man. We might, like you said, we might never see that kid again. Crazy.
Mm.
So,
Let me bring in Free. Salute to the good brother D Free. What's going on, Free? How you feeling today, fam?
What's good? What's good? What's going on with y'all?
Man, let me ask you this. Free. Talk about what you think about Benavidez, your number one pound for pound fighter in the world. He fighting McCallion. And do you feel like it's kind of like it's a shame or disgraceful that the IBF has now stripped Jao Pataya twice, so we don't even have that undisputed fight like on the docket?
Um, no, I don't. I don't think it's a shame. I mean, you got to follow their rules. That's the one thing about being a champion. You got to follow that sanctioning body rules that you're a champion for. Whatever their rules is, you got to follow them, whether you like them or you don't. You decided to fight in that sanctioning body. I mean, there was other routes that he could have went and fought for other belts. He decided to stay with the IBF. So you gotta
Yeah,
follow their rules. That's the one thing that we say when it comes to these sanctioning bodies. All of them have their ways about them, but the one thing that we say is the IBF is strict with their rules. They're going to hold their rules, hold everybody accountable to their rules. Everybody else, you can pretty much maneuver your way around their rules, but with the IBF, they ain't letting you maneuver around. You're gonna follow their rules.
100%. I want to get this question out there real quick to you, Free, and then I want BVO to speak on it. Um, and shout out to the birthday boy BVO. That's my good brother. 36 today, man. Phenomenal.
Oh shit!
Uh,
Happy birthday, BBO.
appreciate you, man.
Hey, Free, let me ask you this. They saying the reports are that Keyshawn turned down 3 million. Is that pricing himself out? I mean, other people think it's more money on the table. What's your thoughts on this? The fact that they had 3 million on the table and now Keyshawn is kind of moving around that offer, and possibly gonna move away from the fight.
I don't think there was 3 million on the table for Keyshawn. It doesn't really make any sense. You gotta look at it from all aspects of the story. Um, if first of all, if they had 3 million on the table for Keyshawn, who was the one who was putting up the money and what what network are they fighting on? Second of all, if they saying it was 25%, so that means there's somebody that was giving Devin Haney $9 million, but they didn't have $6 million to give Devin Haney for the unification for Rolly. So it doesn't make sense in my opinion. I don't see something like that to be truthful. And if there was 3 million on the table, why wouldn't Keyshawn take it? The most he ever made was 1.5, according to our reports. And his last fight with Jermaine Ortiz was the highest purse that he got, which was 1.5. So why wouldn't he take the $3 million? It's doubled what he made his last fight. So I don't find it to be realistic. It
Yeah,
very well could be, but like I said, what network are they fighting on? Because right now we don't know if Devin Haney is signed to the zone because They said Devin Haney signed a deal with the zone, but the zone hasn't came out and made an announcement that he signed to him, and they still have this purse bid that's going on. Now, it very well could have signed to the zone, and they're waiting after this purse bid to make the announcement, because that purse bid is already set, and they trying to work out their own differences before the purse bid. But I don't, like I said, this $3 million came out before the whole the zone news broke. They said they had $3 million on the table for Keyshawn. And like I said, I don't think Bob Earn would turn down $3 million, because if it goes to purse bid, they're not making that money back. That purse bid is going to go for somewhere around
Right.
2.5. They're not making that money back off that fight. Well, they possibly could, but I don't think they're going to make that money back off that fight.
Mm. Yeah. So look at T Mac pulling up. Um, it's gonna. I feel like what they do is what Bill is trying to do is he's trying to get Keyshawn to agree to terms, and then what he'll do is he'll negotiate with the zone to like a set fee for the fight. Pay Devin and pay Keyshawn, but uh, Jay Prince, Keyshawn, Top Rank, they want to go about it another way. Of course, Bob and Top Rank, they have a direct relationship with the zone. So they don't want DHP to organize the fight. So that's why you're not going to see a situation where Keyshawn agrees to Devin's terms, DHP's terms. He's more so going to circumvent Devin and go directly to the zone. So that's pretty much what he said in his in the live that he did, which makes sense. I mean, they're gonna do what's best for them, and I'm sure it's more money in a co-promotional agreement than versus them taking a flat fee, a flat $3 million, where he'll have to pay Bob out of that. Where he'll have to pay Jay Prince's managers and his personal team out of that 3 million, and of course taxes. So that'll be 1.8 less outside of his taxes, his team, his trainer, his manager,
That's
promoter. So
that's not to mention taxes.
yeah, so that's so, and you better put some money away for Uncle Sam.
Now,
Of course,
I just don't see it logical that they giving Keyshawn Davis $3 million for the fight. Why would you give Keyshawn Davis $3 million for a fight when he's never made $3 million? I don't see that being logical.
the
Now
the only
they
the
very
only
well it
counter to
could.
that free is that it's reported that Brian Norman Jr., even though he was champion, he did get paid 3 million to fight
Yeah,
that.
Brian Norman got paid because Turkey paid that. That wasn't
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. Who's paying the 3 million to Keyshawn? Because
Yeah.
they running with this whole narrative. Oh, Keyshawn don't want 25%. They offer him 3 million. He want more than 25%. Well, if you do the math, 3%. I mean, 3 million. 25% of 25%, which makes 3 million, means that Keyshawn is getting, Devin is getting 9 million. Who's putting up $12 million for this fight? This is not a $12 million fight. They're not going to make $12 million off this fight. I don't care how you slice it. They're not going to make 12 million. They probably going to make somewhere around $5 to $6 million, but they're not making 12 million. And that's just those two fighters. That's not even the other people that's going to be on the card that they got to pay. That's just them two. So I don't see nobody putting up $12 million just for these two guys, and still got to book the venue, still got to put other fighters on that card, and expect to get any money back. Like I said, who's putting up the money, and what network are you fighting on? Because if this is Turkey, if quote unquote, let's say Turkey is putting up the money, why are you putting up the money for Keyshawn, but you won't put the money up for Rolling? You wouldn't put the
I'm gonna
money up
say
for him to
this.
fight Rolling.
I think a lot of this is just what I hate about boxing now. It's pump faking, and I got to give Bill his credit. Bill is a media miser. The brother is brilliant. We all know that. People got to remember, Bill Haney went from being on the Hood to Hood DVDs to being a world class promoter with a 3 division champion. So the man is intelligent. I think we falling for the okie doke because he got a lot of guys in the YouTube space that he's close to. Because I got a chance to speak to Bill. Bill's a really good dude. So I know some of the stuff we hearing around Devin can't be all true. A lot of the stuff is just propaganda, and that's okay. But we gotta understand that's what it is because we don't know the Keyshawn. I think Free made a great point. We don't know if he getting the money. If he does, who cares? I want to see the fights. See, this is the
Right.
problem with the YTBC where we get dudes, and this is what happens with content creators all the time. Dudes get egos so bad that they think they bigger than the fighters. The fighters are what makes everything. Howard Cosell became Howard Cosell because of Muhammad. That's how that works. You gotta have the fighters, so you gotta have the fights. So I think instead of downing Keyshawn like I heard people do, I'm gonna just say I hope he take the fight. But Keyshawn to me needs to go get some help mentally, because one minute he's saying he'll do this to his son and blah blah blah. Then he said I would love what?
Well, you
At
breaking
some
up,
point,
Debo.
man. That brother a straight jacket, dog. He needs a straight jacket because what are we even talking about if the man say one minute he gonna fight, then next minute I want you to be my promoter? I don't know what they're doing with Keyshawn, but I just want to see the fights, man. That's all I can say on that.
Yeah, I think it's a good fight. I would love to see the fight. I mean, it's like I said, I don't care how much they're getting paid. I'm just looking at it realistically. Do I believe that he turned down $3 million? I don't believe he turned down $3 million. I think that's just a number they putting out there to push the narrative that Keyshawn don't want to fight, or Keyshawn want more money than what they're trying to offer him. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't seem realistic that they offer Keyshawn $3 million. I mean, Keyshawn came out and did his whole little spill on Instagram and said he never heard about an offer or anything like that. So I don't know what's true, but what I will say is come Thursday, if they haven't come to agreement, we're gonna find out who want to fight and who don't want to fight. Because if you really want to fight, you don't care how much money you're gonna get. If you really want to fight, or if you really want the belt, you don't really care how much money you're gonna get. Especially if you believe you're gonna win.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. Let me ask, Mark, you in here with us?
Sure.
Salute to the good brother Mark, man. Everybody in here, smash the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. Make sure y'all lock in with BVO Sports TV, D Free Sports Talk, and Democracy Briefings. Mark, talk about this fight. What's a pay-per-view amount that you feel like this fight would do? A Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis main event. How many pay-per-views US buys could you foresee for this matchup?
Uh, I think it'll probably peak at maybe 150,000. Bottom, it probably does 50 to 75.
Amazing.
I mean, well, it all depends on what network it's going to be on. It looks like it might end up being on the zone, but if it's on the zone, I don't. I mean, it's hard to say what the pay per view is because a lot of people do have the ultimate package. So if you have the ultimate package, that pay per view is free for you. So you're not really paying the pay per view price. So it's kind of hard to say what the pay per view numbers is going to be.
But when I was answering the question, I was thinking of the old. I understand what you're saying. I'm thinking of the old school model of pay $85 for the pay per view. So
I
I
don't.
was answering like I think maybe 150,000 at most might do that, and at
I
worst
don't
the
know.
event might do 50,000 to 75.
Yeah, a legitimate pay per view fight. I mean, a legitimate pay per view. If you talking about 79.99, I would say at max it do 100,000. And the only reason why I say that because I look at the people that the people that Devin fought on pay per view, and he fought Loma on pay per view. They did 150,000. He fought Ryan on pay per view. They never put the actual number out what they actually did, but what Oscar said was they didn't make any money off that pay per view. So that means they broke even. If they didn't make no money, he didn't say they lost money. He said they didn't make any money. So I would take it as they broke even. So I don't I'm not. I don't see it doing over. I say, like I said, 100,000. That's the max because Keyshawn is not really that big of a name. Devin Haney name is growing, but it's still not that big of a name. But Devin Haney name is bigger than Keyshawn, and so we thinking about the YouTube boxing community, and a lot of us, let's be honest, a lot of us don't buy the fights. A lot of us either stream it or we go somewhere else and
Streaming
watch the fight.
kings.
We don't buy the fights. But if you looking at it from a global standpoint or a nationwide standpoint, I don't think it's going to do more than 100,000.
I
Yeah.
would agree.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I think we get caught up in semantics too much, man. And whatever they make is what they make. I mean, I love how people who love to just talk about what the fighters making. Man, can we get the fights? That's the thing, man. We the only sport where we talk about maybe fights. We gotta we got I've heard people talk more about a guy and Shane Davis who ain't fought in 2 years than they didn't talked about fights we got coming up. I mean, like I said, we just had a young kid and Jalil Hackett go in there and beat Sergey Derevchenko. I haven't heard nobody talk about it because people are not fight fans. They chasing names. Fight fans say that we seen Berlingo in his pockets. We seen Hitchens beat a dude from Pizza Hut up. But we did see a young guy in Jalil Hackett go in there and beat Derevchenko, who I thought beat Triple G, and showed us how great Jamal Charlo was. So I don't know, man. I'm just excited about boxing. I'm hearing that Kaba Yale is going to be fighting Murat Gassiev, the guy I've been screaming about from the top of the Raptors. Man, boxing is just doing really well, man. Like, I want to focus on fights that's going to happen because at the end of the day, man, Keyshawn and Devin, are they going to fight? I don't know. If they can't tell me, if they can't give me a press release, then what am I doing all the surmising for? Because it won't do nothing. All we doing is guessing because Bill's not telling nobody nothing. He's not. Everybody's saying the same thing. Sign the contract. Well, if he do sign it, then what? Do we got a venue? Do we got a fight? I just want to see the fights, man. We got to get back as fans to want to see the fights. We can't be caught up in this cat and mouse game of, oh, who's ducking? Who cares? I want to see guys fight, man. You guys realize that Floyd never fought Andre Berto until he had lost? We don't surmise about that. I thought Berto had a chance to beat Floyd, but Floyd didn't touch Berto until he lost. So it's a lot of different things you could bring up, but that's just my take on it, man. I'm kind of tired of it going back and forth about
Yeah.
guys who not gonna fight no time soon.
Yeah, I would agree with you, BBO. Like it was a couple years ago with the Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight negotiations. That right there, it made me absolutely like I was completely done with pre-fight negotiations and the business of boxing. Like I was done with all of that. I said, call me when y'all announce a press conference and y'all are really like lining it up. But it's a shame, like I don't do that with any other sport. Like I like to listen to the business of football and hear about dudes getting like market setting contracts. I like, watching CNBC Hawk Watch and Market Watch where they be going down, where they be breaking down the best trades of the day and oh, we hearing rumblings about this and that. I like what listening to that because more often than not, something's gonna happen. Like either a trade is going to get executed on Wall Street, or in football, a contract is going to expire, and another team is going to pay him a market setting bag, and we know he's going to play in an XYZ division against XYC, XY and Z corner, and we get to see big matchup every year. But with the sport of boxing, it's like it's exhausting because we don't know when that type of stuff is going to happen. We just kind of like wishing and hoping on the good faith of the people that's negotiating, and then we get left with nothing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like every
And
couple
these
of times we
dudes
might
that
get
be
a good
lying
fight
to
out
us,
of it.
Hey, Mark, these dudes lie to us. Like, so it's like when have you ever heard anything? The only promoter that ever gave us any real information was my brother from DC, as he said, my partner, Leonard Ellaby. Nobody else gives us any real information. Everybody else is talking in circles. Eddie Hearn makes the toughest fights. Top rank makes their guys look good. Everybody has their role. Oscar's trying to blow $1 billion bag to his fighters. It's just where we at with it, man. Like, I don't care what happened. I want to see if Devin can beat Keyshawn. If he can, cool. If he can't, he can't. But just think if he go in there and knock Devin Spark out, then what?
Let me say this. Shout out to my brother Prize in here. Rapper Stones,
Legend.
I see you. Hey, hey, BVO, who you favoring if they Devin versus Keyshawn? Who you picking in that fight?
My heart says Keyshawn, but I got to go with Devin for the experience.
Can y'all hear me?
I
Y'all can.
can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What you think about that matchup, BVO, between Devin and Keyshawn? Who you favoring?
I want Keyshawn to win, but I think Devin will win. But I favor Keyshawn.
Why you heading up? Well, let me not say that.
I'll take that back. I favor Devin, but I want Keyshawn to win.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh yeah, I think Devin is too big for Keyshawn. I think he's a good boxer. He has a good jab. I think he has a better ring IQ than Keyshawn. And he's been mentally and physically tested more than Keyshawn has. So I just think I don't know what to expect if Keyshawn is down on the scorecards late and he has to pull it out. I don't know what to expect. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
you
that
know
he
that'd be
can't go out
nuts.
there. He can't go. I'm not saying he can't go out there and win. I just never seen it have to do it. So I don't. I'm a favorite guy that I know that had to do that and has done it before. So I got to favor the person that I have evidence behind over the guy that I think can possibly do
Hmm.
Yeah, I got I think it's 50-50. You know. Um I got certain questions about both guys. You know, the question that Free has about, if it's a close fight, going late. Well, you know what? I was about to say we like we've not seen either guy in a close fight going late, but we did see that with Devin Haney. Um,
it. Hmm.
and say whatever you might want, he did win the 12th round in that Lomachenko fight. So yeah, the experience does lie with Haney. I would also like to favor him as well, but I just feel like Keyshawn's bag is deeper than Dev's. But at the same time, I just also wonder if Devin Haney does have not a technical advantage, but if he has the ability to get to where his distance is, where he could punch at, and where he can let Keyshawn kind of fall in, and then dictate the action from that distance. So and that can happen with either fighter. So I'm wondering to see who's going to be able to dominate from their distance in that fight.
Keyshawn is dangerous, man. They know that. He's dangerous, bro. They know that. It's a good chance he could stop Devin. It really is. That's the thing we don't want to admit. It's a good chance.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good chance that I mean it's a good chance that he can stop him. It's a good chance that he can outbox him. It's just I gotta lean towards the guy that's the more experienced fighter that's been in the bigger fights. I mean the biggest fight Keyshawn's been in is Jermaine Ortiz. That's the biggest fight he's been in.
What do they call
So
Jamino? Don't they call him the poor man's Devin Haney?
I don't know who called him that. I don't know who called him that because he doesn't fight anything like Devin Haney.
I'm just saying, as
Uh,
far as like the attributes, they similar in size, things of that nature. I just think that Keyshawn really tell you the truth, man. If he had more confidence in himself, he could probably be one of the best fighters in the world. Because I think he could beat Shakur. I think Shakur Sanchez is a great fighter, but I think that Keyshawn can stop him too. Keyshawn got a really good thing with that punch placement, and the best way to beat a puncher is punch. I mean, to beat a boxer is great punch placement. And I feel like when you watch Keyshawn, he has a really high ring IQ and knows when to be aggressive with slick fighters. Because, like
But
I
see,
said, I've been watching Jermaine since he was 15. He hasn't even been down, and he stopped it. So, I
but see,
mean, go ahead.
the thing about Keyshawn, the one major factor that Devin has over Keyshawn is the mental factor. And I think with Keyshawn, you can, I think with Keyshawn you can possibly get him off his game because he's so easily rattled. He takes a lot of things to heart, and he's very emotional when it comes to certain situations. So I think with Keyshawn, Devin can get under his skin and make him get off his game plan. With Devin, I think Devin is more disciplined than Keyshawn as far as the mental. I think he's going to stick to his game plan, and he's going to do what they plan on doing. I mean, we saw that with the Ryan Garcia. That was the game plan that they came in there with, and he stuck to it. Even though he kept getting knocked down, he still stuck to it. That was the game plan that he had. So I think Keyshawn, I think he's not mentally as strong as Devin Haney.
Yeah, I mean,
Man,
we'll see. We'll see. If the fight happens, we'll see.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say
it's
hopefully we see. See,
it's
that was the thing.
now.
I've been saying I think if this fight goes to purse bid, I don't think this fight happens because I don't think Devin is going to get the money that he wants to fight. I think Devin because we got to remember when it was the Shando Martin, the Shando Martin fight. He dropped his belt for that because the purse bid only went for 1.1 million. He dropped his belt, even though I believe he will beat Shando Martin easy. He dropped his belt. He was like, no, I'm not fighting for that. So I don't think I don't and I think Keyshawn is a much dangerous fight than Shando Martin, and you wouldn't fight Shando Martin when you were the champion in that situation. I don't think this purse bid is going to go for more than 2.5. So I don't think he's going to fight Keyshawn if this fight actually goes to a purse bid because they got 24 hours because the purse bid is at 11 o'clock tomorrow. They got less than 24 hours now. It's 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if they don't come to an agreement by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, this fight goes to purse bid, and I don't think this fight is going to go for more than 2.5.
2.5.
Hey, you know what it's like? It's like counting monopoly money, man. You can't spend it. That's why I don't care what they make. I want to see somebody get beat
No,
up.
I don't care. But I mean, when it
No,
when
you
it
know,
comes
you know.
to
One of my
stopping the
favorite
fight,
things about the fight, I went to the fight and I seen Scooter Davis get dog walked by a guy nobody ever heard of in this world, Ramos, and it was just beautiful watching Scooter get
Somebody
his
heard of
head
him.
beat. I mean, it was just beautiful, man. Like that's why you can never judge a fight. You know, you never can judge it by book by its cover, man. Because I seen Scooter Davis get in there and get dog. I think he like on a sabbatical now from interviews because he got beat so bad.
You're a brutal guy, BVO.
Hey, turn the fight on. Turn the fight on and tell me if you don't agree with me.
no, I think Scooter Davis lost that fight. In my opinion, he lost that fight. I didn't think Scooter Davis won that fight. I thought he got a gift decision. At best, it was a draw. At best, because like BBO said, there was a lot of times where I had Scooter Davis losing that round. So I didn't think he won the fight. I thought he got a gift decision because he was the quote unquote A side in the situation. Nobody knew who the other guy was for the most part, even though Scooter Davis is still a prospect, but Scooter Davis' name is bigger than the guy he was fighting against, or the money is behind Scooter Davis over the guy he was fighting against. And so I think he got a gift decision. But I've always said it. It doesn't matter how good the fighter is. All it takes is for that fighter not to come on his A game, and the other fighter to have the best fight of his life. It could be the worst. It could be a top 100 fighter. If he has the best fight of his life, and that top level fighter comes in on a flat day, he can lose that fight. We see it happen time and time again in the sport of boxing. Nobody thought that Jaime McGill was going to get knocked out by the French dude that only had 4 knockouts, but it happened. That's how it is in the sport of boxing.
So what's your thoughts? Is he done? I mean, do you feel like Scooter Davis is still reach that top level? Free, being a world champion, or do you
Oh yeah,
believe
no,
is
he
he just
definitely
still young?
no. It's growing pains. I mean, every fighter goes through it. It's just some fighters have worse out. I mean, worse outputs than others. I mean, look at Lamar Rose. Lamar Rose lost to Jamel Henry. He came back and became a champion. So you can never say that a guy, especially with less than 10 fights in his career, and he's still under the age of 25, you can't say that he's done. He still won the fight. It wasn't like he lost. He won the fight. It was just a bad outing for him. So he won the fight. He had a tough opponent. He just got to go back to the drawing board and look at the mistakes that he made and improve on it.
1000%. I'm in agreement with you, Free. Hey man, shout out to Turtle. Turtle, we do members only panel Monday, Wednesday. We'll open it up for everybody on Friday. Anybody wanna pull up and kick it with us on Fridays? We definitely building up our membership, our supporters. We got 16 active members right now. We just trying to build and grow the platform. And listen, we got a lot of amazing people that
And we was talking about Scooter Davis phase. We was talking about Scooter Davis.
yeah, talking about Scooter. Um, can you hear me good, Free?
Yeah, I
I
can't.
think I'm going
You
in and
broke up.
out.
You broke up for a second, but you good now.
Let me ask you this. What would be your direction with Scooter Davis? Like, what's a good fight for him next? In your opinion, Free?
I, a good fight for him next. Go back to the drawing board, improve on the flaws that you had in that fight, and crazy it may seem, go back in there and fight him again.
Rematch.
Fight that dude again. Because in my opinion, I believe that his opponent won that fight. So do like Floyd did when it was a close fight with Floyd. He went back and rematched those guys and showed, hey, I just had an off night, or it's not as close as y'all thought it was. So go back to the drawing board, clean up some things, and go back in there and fight that man again. Rematch him. I mean,
But
it's still early in your career.
what if Scooter don't have the nuts to do that?
Huh?
I said, what if Scooter don't have the nuts to do that?
Boy, why are you always talking about somebody nuts? You always talking about somebody nuts. Scooter Davis, like you gotta understand, those guys like Scooter Davis at this point in time of their career, they don't make who they're gonna fight. Their trainer, their manager, whoever is making the fight, they come to them and say, hey, look, we got this fight for you, so you gotta get ready. That's all he says. All he says, okay, what day am I fighting on? When do we start camp? He doesn't make those fights. He's too early in his career. He's not on the level of the Devin Haneys and the Shakurs and those guys. He's not on that level. He's on the level of give me any fight you can give me. He's on the same level as Keith Cologne. I take whatever you got. Same level as Ofacio. Give me whoever you got. Same level as Jaleel Hatchett. Give me who you got. I take whoever you got. They don't make any fights. They don't say, yeah, I want to fight this dude, or no, I'm not fighting that dude. They say, okay, that's the fight you got for me. All right, we gotta go to camp. That's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
the only way, see, and that's the thing. The only way he can learn from what he had in that fight is by either fighting that dude again, going back, cleaning up the flaws you had, and fighting that dude again, or fighting somebody similar to that dude. Because you're not going to know if you improve on the flaws that you had in that fight unless you fight either somebody similar to him or you fight him again and you don't make the same mistakes.
man. I thought we was surefire headed towards Scooter Davis versus Abdullah Mason.
Nah, that's way too early.
You were
Way too
wrong.
early. That's way too early. I mean, I top rank. I I think Scooter Davis is Scooter Davis was top rank.
Yeah, and
If
they put him on the
top
undercard. They put him in Cleveland.
Yeah, but they would not put Scooter Davis in there with
Not
Abdullah
now.
Mason. I mean, even before that outing, they wouldn't have put if he would have looked spectacular in that fight. they wasn't putting him in there with no Abdullah Mason. It's way too early. That man got less than 10 fights. They're not putting him in there with no Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason is a full-fledged champion.
Hold on.
He's a full-fledged champion.
Derek Davis got more than 10 fights. Hold on, freak.
No, Scooter Davis got
Let
he
me
got less
see.
than 10 fights.
If he do, then yeah, you're right. It's way he's 12-0, 10 KOs. And you already, so you know he got a gift decision on his last fight. But yeah, he 24 years old, 12-0, 10
Oh, he's 12. He got
KOs.
12.
But yeah, I'm with you. He's not. He's a little ways off from that fight.
No, that man.
Quite a ways.
I mean, he's older than Abdullah Mason because he started his pro career later, but no, Abdullah Mason has been on the top level. This man hasn't even made it to the C level. This man's still fighting guys that gets beat by C level opponents. He hasn't even made his way there.
Hey, what's up, panel? How y'all doing, man? What's up,
Phase,
my brothers,
salute,
man?
What's
My
going on,
good
Appreciate
Phase?
you,
guys,
Phase.
man.
Good
Oh
brother.
man, hey, they better keep Scooter Davis. They better keep Scooter Davis so far away from Tony Hirsch. Oh, they better keep him from away from Tony Hirsch. Oh, Tony Hirsch pack his little bitty ass up. Man. Oh, excuse my language. Pack him up really good in a suitcase and ship him back. Oh yeah, he's shipping back to the what's that gym they work out at? The head busters? Yeah, he shipped them back to
Headbanger.
Headbangers.
Whoa.
He sent them back to Headbangers, man. Tony Hirsch will.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a good fight for Scooter Davis. Put him in there with Moten. Put him in there with Moten. That's a good fight for him.
Comel Moten might beat him up.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, they both early in their career. Put him in there with Moten. Moten ain't got no fights right now. He ain't been fighting.
Oh, D Free. You know who you put him in there with? You put him on there in that Saudi Arabia, the young little dude, the young little Saudi Arabia protege they trying to make up.
Which one?
Who's Zayad? The one that's
fought.
fighting.
He just fought this weekend.
How did he look? I ain't seen him.
You talking about the one that?
Yeah, he got like 10 fights. The one that Turkey be always trying to get him fights and stuff. The little
Yeah,
dude.
the Zayad or something like that. I don't know
hell
who.
no, hell no, hell no,
Yeah.
hell no.
Scooter, stop him. Scooter, stop him.
No.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't know about that, dog.
I don't know
Man,
about
that
that.
kid shaky.
Dude can box. He can box.
He can box.
I don't know about that. I like Scooter Davis. I rock with Scooter Davis, but I don't know about that.
You know what I'm talking about, her D Free. The little
yeah, I know who you talk about. I know exactly what you're talking about. No, I don't know about. Hey,
man.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, Scooter Davis better right now. Maybe later on he can do some things, but right now they better keep Scooter Davis away from Chop Chop.
Chop Chop at 26, free.
Chop Chop way too big for 26. That man need to be at 35. Y'all see how big Chop Chop looking?
Yeah, he punished that last dude he fought.
Chop Chop look way too big for 26. If that was 26, that dude is definitely a weight bully. If that was 26, that was definitely a weight bully. That dude look huge for 26.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you.
That dude was cut up like a bag of dope. Yeah, but no, I mean, Scooter Davis, he's a good fighter. He still got a lot to learn. I'm see, and this is the thing, like a lot of people see good young fighters, they want to throw them in there with other good young fighters, but they might be on different levels just because you say, okay, yeah, I think he might could take him. Well, you got one guy who's been going through the ranking system and fighting tough opponents. Well, you got another guy that's still fighting at the lower level. I'm not trying to damage that dude's career before he even gets started. Let Scooter Davis get some experience under his belt, because right now he's fighting guys that's not on his level. That the last guy is not on his level, but he gave him a tough fight. But he's not on his level. And that's when you know that he's not ready for the next level, because that guy that he was in there with was supposed to be a showcase fight for Scooter Davis. But Scooter Davis showed he's not ready for the next level yet because he had a hard time. And like I said, in my opinion, I think he lost that fight. He had a hard time with that guy. And so if he's having a hard time with a guy like that, he's definitely not ready for the other guys that we're naming. He's not ready for those guys yet. They're booking.
I would
Oh,
agree. Hello, hello,
yeah. We here.
everybody.
I was reading
Okay,
what I
everybody's
was.
went quiet. Wow.
Yeah, no, I was reading what they put in the chat.
Yeah. I ain't really watched Scooter Davis before this fight. I heard a lot of rumblings about him. You know, so I didn't really have no expectations that were disappointed at. So you know,
No,
C
and
Man,
see,
class, B class fighter to me.
and
You
I say,
know,
and you know what else it could have been too? The reason why a lot of people saying Scooter Davis this, Scooter Davis that, a lot of people got caught up in the knockouts that he was getting early in his career because his last two fights he didn't get a knockout, but the previous 10 he did, and a lot of people was looking at him stopping these guys and stopping them easy, and so they looking at, oh, Scooter Davis is ready for the next level. Well, you just seen it his last two fights. He ain't quite ready there because even the fight before this one, he didn't look as well as he did previously.
no.
He looked good. He just didn't look as good.
He's starting to feel itself a little bit.
Right, right. He gotta humble himself down a little bit and say, okay, hold up. I can't get big headed. I gotta go ahead and take everybody serious and take everybody as a potential guy that can beat me. He's starting to look at these guys like they not on his level, and he's getting a little relaxed. Even though he might not say it and he might not show it with his workout, when he get in the ring, you can see he's leaving himself open. He's throwing looping shots and getting caught with punches where he wasn't doing that before. But now, because he was knocking everybody out, he's feeling like he could go in there, swing a big shot, and get his opponent out of there. And he's leaving himself open. So now you gotta dial it back a little bit and start looking at these guys as guys that can potentially beat me. Let me stay on point and do what I need to do.
But then you got the boy Barry in his corner, and that don't make it no better. You got Barry
Yeah,
over there yelling at him.
yeah. Barry Hunter is he's a decent head coach. Well, I'm not even gonna say he's a decent head coach. He's a decent coach. I don't know if he should be a head coach. I think you have some guys that's good at training, but they're not good at coaching a guy through a fight. They can get them in the gym and train them well and get them ready for a fight. But when it comes to giving them pointers in the corner, some of those guys are not that good of a trainer. Like you can look at a lot of head coaches. You say, oh, hey, he's a good trainer. Yeah, he's a good trainer, but he's not a good coach. He's a good trainer, not a good coach. They can train you well,
Yeah.
but
Or
when
you
it
got
comes to
some
coaching, it's
guys.
different.
Or you got some guys. They'll be a good manager, a good corner man, but they're not a good trainer. Like or I'm not gonna say he was a bad trainer, but like Angelo Dundee, like Sugar Ray Leonard. If Sugar Ray Leonard didn't have Angelo Dundee in his corner, he probably would have lost to Tommy Hearns in that first
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
But Angelo Dundee wasn't the guy who was training Sugar Ray Leonard.
right, right.
let me talk to y'all about this fight real quick. Everybody in here, make sure y'all smash the like button, hit the follow, help the channel grow, put some color in chat, join the membership, whatever you can do.
Yeah, yeah.
Bless the platform. We
Don't
building, we
forget the
growing.
gifts.
Yeah, we need that love and support on the platform for sure. Mark, hey, let me kick off. Let me start with free on this fight. Zepeda versus Roach this weekend, man. Golden Boy card looking pretty good. I like this card. Uh, who you leaning with? Who you going with on this fight, free?
I still haven't made up my mind.
Oh,
I keep looking at their previous fights and looking at what they do well, what they don't do well, and I'm still 50-50 with this fight. And the only reason why I'm 50-50 with this fight is because Lamar Roach usually gives up the first couple of rounds. He's a counterpuncher. So it usually takes him a minute before he starts going. And with a guy like Williams Zepeda, who starts straight from the first bell and don't stop until either you go down or he hit that last bell, he doesn't stop throwing punches. I'm having problems picking Lamar Roach. But then when I look at what Williams Zepeda doesn't do well, he doesn't have great defense. He doesn't move his feet well, and it's kind of hard for me to pick Williams Zepeda because I say, okay, I can see moments where Lamar Roach can steal the fight from Williams Zepeda, but I also see moments where Williams Zepeda can outwork Lamar Roach. So I'm kind of like 50-50 with this fight, and I got to pick this fight on the Champ Ross league this week, and I'm like, damn, I something's telling me Williams Zepeda is going to win, even though we might feel like Lamar Roach won that fight because they want Williams Zepeda to get a title. That's the reason why they left him at number one after he lost to Shakur Stevenson. And he hasn't had a fight since then. And they left him at number one. And they want him to get a title. And that's partially one of the reasons why I think they pulled Shakur's title from him as well. Once Shakur didn't pay that money, they were like, okay, we're gonna snatch this title from because we want to give it to Williams. So
Yeah.
I'ma say Williams Zepeda, but I think Lamar Roach will probably actually win the fight. But I'm gonna say because of the politics in the sport of boxing, I'm gonna say they probably give it to Williams Zepeda.
That's a
Break it.
shame.
Go ahead, Mark.
That's all I got to say to that. That's a shame. It's a shame. For Lamont Roach to be getting jobbed like this time after time, it's shameful. So I mean, I hope that Lamont Roach goes in there. Well, firstly, let me say what I think will happen. I have I actually got I'm actually taking Williams Zepeda in this fight. I think Lamont Roach might be a little bit too flat-footed to deal with Williams Zepeda. And at the same time, I don't think he has the pop or the reflexes and defensive ability that Shakur had, where Shakur was able to stand flat-footed against the ropes, but because he had such like ability to just move and get out of the way of shots, like he could deal with Williams Zepeda's pressure and pace. I don't think Lamar Roach could replicate that. So I'm gonna go with Williams Zepeda in this fight. But if Lamar Roach gets it done, I hope he doesn't get jobbed by the business of boxing. I think that would be terrible to watch.
I agree with everything you just said, Marky. I definitely feel like it's the Williams Zepeda era. You know, he's gonna go out there and look like Juan Manuel, and he's gonna beat the crap out of Lamar Roach. And I think
Dang.
if Lamar Roach is not careful, if Lamar Roach gasses out, he may be in danger of being stopped in the later rounds.
And
So I think Lamar
I can
Roach
see
needs to
that too.
come and fight his best fight.
I can see that too because, like I said, Williams Zepeda, he throws nonstop punches, and if he happened to catch Lamar Roach and hurt him, Williams Zepeda, even though Williams Zepeda might not put him down, because Williams Zepeda is throwing nonstop punches, the referee might jump in there and stop it.
That'd
Might
also be a shame.
Yeah, he might jump in there and stop it because that's the one thing that we can say about Williams Zepeda. He let his hands go, even though he doesn't have good defense or he doesn't have any defense. To be honest with you, he let his hands go. His offense is his defense. He throws so many punches that you don't want to throw a shot back because you don't want to get hit because he throws so many.
And I got a strong hunch that I think Zepeda's going to be more technically sound after the Shakur Stevenson fight. That's just what I think.
Possibly. I mean, we saw two fights in a row. Well, yeah, two fights where three fights actually, three fights where he clearly got outboxed. The two fights the two fights with Tevin Farmer and then the fight with Shakur Stevenson, he got outboxed. Now he was able to win majority of the rounds in the second fight with Tevin Farmer, but that first fight with Tevin Farmer won that fight.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Both of those fights was really good fights actually with Zepeda and Tevin Farmer.
Good. But see,
Good fight.
it's just that's why I say I'm 50-50 with this fight, and I'm a lean towards Zepeda, even though I want Lamont Roach to win. I'm a lean towards Zepeda because I think the money is behind Zepeda. The WBC wants Zepeda to win the title, and Golden Boy is putting on this card. I just think it's too many chips stacked against Lamar Roach to win this title, unless he just go out there and straight outbox William Zepeda. That's the only chance he got, or put Zepeda down a couple of times. Now he possibly could put Zepeda down, but that's the only chance he has of winning this fight. He's going to have to clearly outbox him, or he's going to have to put him down a couple of times where they could say, "Hey, we wanted to, and we could make it close as possible, but we can't give it to Williams Zepeda."
Right. I'm with you on that, free. Yeah, this is a phenomenal fight. Shout out to Golden Boy. Golden Boy put together a great card. They got Raul Cardiel versus Quentin Randall. That's a good fight.
Quentin
Paul
Randall still
Crow.
fighting?
Yeah.
That man been fighting for years.
That's the son of what's his name? That Bahamian dude, that Bahamian street fighter from Florida. I can't think of the dude's name.
Quentin Randall been fighting for years.
Yeah, Quentin. The last fight, he give all these guys a tough test. Like he make the fights real ugly. The Rohan Polanco fight, the Brian Norman Jr. fight. I was expecting more out of Curiel versus Alexis Rocha.
Oh, that Quentin. Okay, that's somebody completely different. I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about Bohemian Rhapsodies and stuff.
Yeah, I think that Quentin Randall fight is going to be a good fight. I think Quentin Randall going to lose a split decision, or should I say, a majority decision. I think he's going to lose a majority decision because he does make it tough, and he will bring the fight to his opponent. It's just Quentin Randall is one of those guys where he always seems to fall short. He always seems to fall short. He's almost like a Eriksen Lubin. He's almost like a Eriksen Lubin. You can see there's talent there, but he's just not good enough.
That's cold, free.
No, I'm being honest. Like Eriksen Lubin, you can see the talent there. If you watch Eriksen Lubin fight prior to his last fight with Virgil Ortiz, you watch Eriksen Lubin fight, you can see the talent there. He's just not good enough to beat the top level guys. And that's the same thing with Quentin Randall. Quentin Randall, if you watch him fight, you can see the talent there. He's just not good enough to beat the guys that he needs to beat. He'll beat some low level guys. He just won't beat the upper level guys.
Yeah, I would agree.
No, Lubin is definitely better than Quentin Randall. I'm not saying they're the same level. Lubin is he definitely has more skills than Quentin Randall. I'm just saying Quentin Randall is similar to Eriksen Lubin when it comes to being a good fighter, but just not good enough. Eriksen Lubin is the same way. He's a good fighter. He's just not good enough. And I see the same thing with Quentin Randall.
What's your thoughts on Charles Conwell, free? Have you seen him since the Jorge Perez fight?
I'm gonna pick Charles Conwell. I think this is a comeback fight for Charles Conwell. So I'm a pick Charles Conwell in that fight. I don't know how this fight goes, but I think Charles Conwell is gonna pull off the victory. I don't think he's gonna take another loss, because if he takes another loss, we probably won't see Charles Conwell for a while. It was already a while since the last time we've seen him. We probably won't see him for a long while if he doesn't win this fight.
Yeah, I can agree with that. They're gonna try to get him back in the lab. They're gonna say, shoot, anytime you taking losses like that, you gotta get back in the lab.
Yeah. because he got beat up in that fight.
And that Jorge Perez fight, that was a tough fight, man.
Yeah, it was.
That was,
Matter of fact, he hasn't fought since that fight, and that fight was like about 2 years ago. No, it was early last year. Was it early
yeah,
last year?
it
Yeah,
was last year because I remember we was talking about it.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
early last year.
And the hype train was going around Charles Conwell, and they put him in with a 6 foot Mexican kid, one of the most durable fighters you ever gonna see in your life. And Charles Conwell, he was in there fighting for his life.
Yeah, he was in that joint getting beat up because that's what I was saying. I hear everybody talk about Charles Conwell. This is the first time I'm gonna actually get a chance to sit down and watch him. And then when I came back, I was like, I'm not impressed. I don't know what y'all was talking about, but I'm not impressed.
He was
But
he could have edged that fight in my opinion when I was watching it, but I can understand, Jorge Perez wasn't going nowhere. He was landing some big shots on Charles. Charles, he couldn't put a dent in that guy like he did most of his other opponents. So I think that was the big difference. Paul Kroll is a good boxer. Paul Kroll, I'm not sure he's going to be able to put a dent in Paul Kroll. So this is going to be actually a real good fight, in my opinion. Even though Paul Kroll is moving up from 147.
yeah, uh, that's that's the reason why I picked Charles Caldwell as well because he's the bigger guy, and I don't know if he's going to get a stoppage. He could, but I'm probably going to pick Charles
Yeah,
Caldwell for
man.
the decision. I'm probably going to pick him for the decision.
Yeah, he going to definitely let his hands go because I don't think Paul Kroll is going to.
Because I got to
He's a
put my
good
fights
boxer.
in.
He's not a puncher, a power
I got
puncher.
I got to put my fights in tomorrow. I remember to put my fights in tomorrow because we got 13
Thanks.
fights on this card.
Man, shout out to
This
the Champ Bros Pick'em League. Make sure y'all lock in with Champ Bros. No entry fee. The winner of the last season, shout out to him, got $200. So
yeah.
shout out to him for picking his fights, getting his money. And the new season has started. Champ Bros ain't take no time off. He said, let's get right back
Hey,
to it.
hey, who you got in the O'Leary versus Mark Chamberlain fight?
Size wise, I think Mark Chamberlain, I think he's gonna be a bigger fighter on fight night, but he's not gonna beat that kid, that Pierce kid. He's gonna
Yeah.
end up losing. I would say either a late stoppage for Pierce or maybe like a UD, something like that.
Mm,
I'm taking Pierce.
mm,
I think
okay.
Kamala looked good in his last fight. I can't see who he fought right now. I'm moving around, but he
You
did
you
do
got
good in this last fight.
you got Raymond Muratalla putting Robert Kaseki out in the dirt.
Robson is pretty tough. I think if anything, it'll be like mm, yeah, Raymond like to dig to the body. That's an interesting one. I got to see the line on that. What's today? Wednesday. I'm gonna look and see. But I'm more than likely I would edge Robson to be tough enough to go decision. Like I feel like Robson is really tough and he comes to fight, but see the thing is, I don't know. Raymond is sneaky with his power, so you want to be
Yes.
careful on that fight for sure. But I feel like Raymond could get the knockout. It's 12 rounds is just such a long time.
Is this at 140? This at 35?
So he's gonna be defending the IBF at 135.
Okay. So this is probably his last fight at 135 because I know they was talking about him moving up to 140.
Yeah. I seen Raymond put up. I'm seeing Raymond got put on his ass. What's that kid's name that dropped Raymond? I think it wasn't Diego Torres. It was somebody else.
I mean, Raymond he had a tough fight against Tevin
Palmer.
yeah, Tevin Farmer too. he had a tough fight against Tevin Farmer too. Tevin Farmer
Yeah.
gave Raymond a
You talking
tough
about
fight.
Muratalla
Yeah,
against Robson Conceição?
yeah, they fighting. They fighting
Yeah.
this weekend.
Muratalla is gonna destroy that kid. That kid ain't in it no more.
Against who?
You
Raymond
said
Mortal
Raymond Muratalla?
Against
versus
who?
Robson
Robson.
Conceição?
Oh,
Yeah.
Man, Muratalla, that ain't even I don't even that's not even open for discussion.
you don't believe in
You think it's gonna be a one-way
dreams and
deal?
miracles, prize fighter? You don't
Yeah,
believe
of
Hobson has a
course.
chance
Yeah,
of
well,
a
he has a
two-time
puncher's
champion?
chance. He has a puncher's chance. That's it.
You know, former gold medalist.
That was years ago, Marky.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a
Muratalla.
former Mark. He's a former world champion. He got a decision over Ochaki.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he got a gift decision over
I'm about to
Osaka.
say gift. They
Yeah,
wrapped it up
well,
and
we got no
put a
deal.
bow in and handed it to him. But
It was a
other than
break.
that,
Gift decision, correct decision. It's a decision is a decision. That's the
No,
point.
I
Hobson
got,
could say Sal. Hobson could say Sal. I think is gonna lose this fight, but I'm rooting for the guy. I hope he wins.
I got
yeah,
Muratalla
he's
for the
too old,
knockout
man.
too. I got Muratalla for the knockout too. I think it's going to be a 7 for an 8th
So,
round
yeah, I'm
knockout.
about to say anywhere from 6 to 8. He gonna put him in the bed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm not
think
being too generous, man. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Right? How old is Robson now? I rocked with him because I felt like he beat Rolly. Didn't he beat up Rolly or something?
no,
Nah, he
no,
was
no,
he
no.
was beating up
He beat
Navarrete.
Oscar. He
Who
beat
was he
Oscar
beating?
Valdez, who was on
Nah,
juice.
Who
he
they
never beat
robbed him?
Oscar
They robbed him.
Valdez.
They robbed him in something. I can't remember what
Yeah,
fight
they
it was.
robbed him against Oscar Valdez.
Yeah,
Okay,
Oscar
yeah.
Valdez. Yeah.
All right, right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
That's
mean it's
not
a
the
lot of
same.
rock. Come
That's
on,
not the
man. It's
same Robson, bro, from back then.
It's actually pronounced Hobson.
nah, it's not. Yeah, it's like it's
On
Yeah,
America, we call that nigga Robson.
right.
Robson. That's what they do. Robbie.
Exactly.
if your skin was white and this was the year
Mark,
1600,
I don't want to do that.
Man,
I don't.
Robert,
Mark, we was
dog,
doing
that man,
good.
this
You gonna
man,
make me
Robert
pull out the drop.
That's who Prime
Kaseki
sounded like.
Kaseki 37 years old, dog. That man old.
Yeah.
He old.
He's over the hill.
Hey,
And
shit, you in America now. We call that nigga whatever we want.
yo, he stupid. Yo, Robson.
Ask you who this nigga on that name.
but
I
you
knew
ain't
that was
but you ain't
coming.
playing the drop for this is what he said it. Okay, all right, good.
I knew that was coming. But that guy, Robson, I know 37 is not like old like dirt. You know what I mean? I don't want to, but he has a lot of miles on his tread, bro. He a
I was about
different
to
kind
say,
of 37.
yeah, I was about to say
Crazy, you know
it's
what I mean?
old. It's old for him because he's been in a lot of wars. It's not old for a guy like Bud Crawford. That's not old for him. But for Robinson, it's old because that man been in a lot of wars.
Yeah.
That Navarrete fight was definitely a war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That take some, that take all that tread off them tires, man. You know what I'm saying? So he running around here. It's not. Listen, I like Robson. I like him. Um, but come on, bro. Martalla's gonna just get him out of there, man. Watch.
yeah. Even though Oshaki fought the first fight, it was a battle because they was going blow for blow towards the end of that fight.
Mm-hmm.
They was going blow for blow. But yeah, I got Raymond Murtaugh stopping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Raymond
Who?
Murtaugh for a
So let
seventh
me ask
round
you this. I
knockout.
want to hear y'all kick it off, Prize. I want to hear your 135 rankings right now. Who's your top three at
Um,
135?
I need a list in front of me. Throw the names.
And-
I'm
All
driving.
right. So the top
Trying to
names
think.
right now is
Abdullah Mason.
Tank Davis,
Tank Abdullah.
Lamont Zapata,
Mm-hmm.
because they fighting for the title.
Pitbull Cruz, right?
He's at 140.
Yeah, Pitbull at 140.
Yeah. What?
So you got Raymond Mortalia, Tank Davis, Abdullah Mason, Lamont Roach, William Zapata. You got Yadier Herrera,
Mm-hmm.
uh, No Baby. I mean, oh, we got Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin.
Right.
You got
Uh,
Andy Cruz is going back down to 130.
mm, I like, Javante. It's hard. I don't want to put him in there because he ain't.
He's in
Yeah,
recess, so you can
yeah,
move on.
yeah. He's
Ain't
in
won a
So
recess.
fight in
I can't put him in
years.
my title.
Ain't won a fight in years.
I can't put him in my list because he hasn't fought in
he's
over a
right.
year now.
He ain't
It's been
active.
over.
So I got to probably say Abdullah, maybe. Who else you say? I
Raymond.
probably go. Yeah, I probably
Raymond
go
Murtaugh.
Raymond. I probably go Raymond next.
What about Josue
You got
Valenzuela?
William. You got William. You got Lamont.
Yeah, I probably throw Lamont, then
You got Kid
Zapata.
Austin.
Yeah, I put him at like 5, and then that probably be that's my top 5 then. Whatever I just
Yeah.
said. So I
That's
got
tough.
Abdullah, Raymond, Lamont, Zapata, and Kid. Who
I was
I'm
gonna
It
missing?
say
I
was
feel like
meant
I'm
to.
missing
It was
somebody.
meant to be a. It was meant to be a top three, but of course, prize fighter pushing the bag. It's okay.
I would say
My
I'm gonna say
top. Go ahead, Frilio. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
Okay, I would say my top three. Number one is gonna be Abdullah Mason. Number two is gonna be Raymond Murtai, and my number three, I would have to say. I want to say Lamont Roach, but I can't really say that because he's never actually won a fight at 135. I think.
Nope.
Uh, who am I gonna put there?
That's a good point, Mark.
I can't say Andy Cruz because he already lost to Murataya. I guess I'd have to put Kid Austin at number three. That'd be my top three.
I I would say my top five is Mason, Muratala, uh, William, Herrera,
Mm.
Roach. Yep, those are my top three. I mean, my top five. Mason,
You put Lamont Roach over Kid Austin?
Mason, Muratala, William, Herrera, and Roach. Kid Austin hasn't done anything at 135 neither. So I'm going. If I'm going, who's done something? Kid Austin hasn't done anything either. Lamont Roach getting a title shot just like Kid Austin getting a title shot.
Well, you could make the argument that Lamont Roach getting a draw, which a lot of people thought should have been a victory over Tank Davis, who at the time was the man at the division. You could make the argument that that can be held up to what Kid Austin was, what, like 15, 16 and 0 at lightweight. You could make that argument, but I don't think I would necessarily agree with you. Because I
I'm not.
mean, you did
I'm
I
you
not.
think
done
Kid
did
Austin fought.
16.
I mean, I think that Lamont fought the better competition.
Yeah, I
One guy,
mean,
but what? Hold on, but that's my whole point. It's one guy that holds up. Uh, that you're holding up to 16 and 0
yeah, because Tank Davis
at
beat every.
lightweight, and then one of them dudes that Kid Austin beat is somebody that I
Yeah,
think we've
that
all said beat
no, but see,
Williams Zepeda.
the thing is that one guy beats everybody on Kid Austin's resume in the same night. That one guy, he beats
That's a good
everybody on
argument.
Kid Austin's resume in the same night. So
Hey, let
that's
me
why.
say this, man. Shout out to the Free Entertainment Network, the Savage Network, B3 Pix TV. We definitely working. 30 people in the building. Smash the like button. Follow the channel. Help the channel grow. Put some color in the chat. Bless the panel. We definitely working. Now,
Right.
go ahead, Free.
No, I was gonna say T Mac. I like Alan Chavez, but I just need to see more from him. I need to see more from him.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
He seemed like he seemed like he's a good guy. He hasn't he hasn't fought any top level opponents yet. So I need to see more from him. But I'm not going to put him up there just yet. I put him right around where Kid Austin is at right now. That's only right now. He looked like he can be one of the top 5 guys at 135.
Yeah, I gotta see how he move. You know what I mean, free. But I like Chavez. I want to see who they gonna throw him in there with. So, but I mean, we got some. Hopefully, they all mix it up, man. You know what I'm saying? At 35, bro.
I think with this, outside of
Eh,
Raymond Muratalla, because I think Raymond Muratalla is about to go to 40 after this fight. Outside of Raymond Muratalla, I think all of the guys that's in that top 5 that we just named, and a couple of them outside of that top 5, I think all of those guys will mix it up. I don't think they have that ego where they say, "Oh, you haven't done enough," because none of those guys have done enough yet. None of them.
I
All,
like
all of those all of those guys have only fought one, maybe 2 guys that you could say is a decent guy on their resume. Everybody else is like, okay, what is that? Who's that dude?
But I like Maratai though. I like Maratai. He always been calling for the big fights. He
Yeah.
always like I remember when Keyshawn was at 135, he said Keyshawn will be an easy fight. And Keyshawn had nothing to say.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
remember that. So I hope Maratai is gonna make the Abdullah fight before he move up.
No, I don't think that fight's gonna happen.
Me either.
I,
I think he's done
it,
after this.
he was about to go to 40, but Shakur never signed a contract, so he ended up taking his mandatory fight because he was about to fight Shakur. He agreed to the 70-30 deal, but Shakur took the contract over at Zufar and never made the contract with Raymond Muratalla. So he ended up taking on this opponent for his mandatory fight with the IBF.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I
Well,
think I think all these guys are I think all these guys are mix it up.
I hope so. Free. I hope you're right. I mean, I feel like we got some good fights that's just lingering, bro.
I mean, we
I don't want to
already
see Shakur and beat up El Rayo.
hey that's
Why
that's what
not?
that's what it's looking like it's about to be
I want
because
to see him fight one of the brothers, man, like
or,
Kid
or
Austin or Tank or something, man.
I don't care nothing about Shakur fighting no Kid Austin. I'd rather have him fight El Rayo than Kid Austin.
You don't want to see the you don't want to see the
Ah,
part you don't want to see the part 2 free?
I want to see Kid Austin and
Part
Shakur.
two
I
of
would. I wouldn't mind that. Or I'd rather see that over Ryo. He gonna pick Ryo apart. He might stop Ryo.
I
The
don't know
first
about that. I
the first
don't know about that.
movie was crazy, you know what I'm saying? They didn't even
What?
make it to the fight. The second movie would probably be
No,
even better.
no. That's the reason why
I'm gonna
I don't.
watch it, T Mac. But
That's the reason why I don't want to see Shakur versus no Kid Austin because Kid Austin was too scared to get in the fight the first time.
yeah, you right, Free. I forgot.
He had to fight and he didn't want to get in it. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to see him
Wasn't
lose.
he passed out or something? He trying to make weight. What happened with that?
That man ain't do nothing. That man couldn't make weight. They came up with an excuse that
They said
he
no. What
passed out.
happened is
Damn.
they said oh or no they said Kid Austin passed out
No,
and the
they
British
said
Border Control said we're not gonna let you fight
no.
if you
They
passing
what
out you can't make
that,
weight.
Coach.
that's not what they said. What they said was they was
Stupid.
poisoned by Shakur Stevenson's team. That's what
Yeah,
they
but then
said.
you remember they doubled Kid Austin's dad doubled back literally like less
No,
than a day later, and what he say? Oh, well, it's not fair for us to say it was Shakur, like his massage person or somebody that did X,
but
Y, and Z.
so if that's the case, then why did you come out what basically like two years later with some paperwork showing that you took a bogus blood work with the hair follicle? He showed
Mm.
a bogus paperwork that he took a test in Houston with some hair follicles. I'm like, that's a bogus paperwork. That joint ain't even legit because don't don't nobody take a hair follicle test to prove that you was poisoned. You take a hair follicle test to prove that you didn't have something in your system.
What did they
Not
call that free? A blood urine analysis. I think
yeah,
that's what they call it.
that's what they supposed to take. but he took a hair. He had a hair follicle test. A hair follicle test is what you use to show that you didn't have something in your system. It goes back up to 6 months, showing you never had something. Or somebody try to say you had drugs in your system, you like, well, I take a hair follicle. I show you I never had that in my system. That's what you take a hair follicle for, not to prove that you had something in your system.
You see what T-Mac in the chat said? They hit Kid Austin with a poison dart. I'm dead.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so no, I mean, but I think I mean, and we got two of the guys already about to mix it up. You got Williams Zepeda and Lamar Roach about to mix it up right now. So now we just need to get the other guys involved with these guys. So two of the guys are already about to mix it up. The only ones that's left out is Raymond Murata, Aduna Masons, in my opinion, Herrera. You got Alan Chavez in T Mac's opinion. You got Kid Austin in Pride's opinion. So there's a couple of guys that's not mixing it up right now because they got other fights on the horizon. But far as Shakur, it looks like he's going to be fighting El Rayo because everybody that we wanted him to fight outside of Oshaki Foster, they all, well, even Oshaki Foster now, they all got fights that they're either working on or they got coming up. Because now Antoine is off the radar because he's about to fight. They're in the works of making a fight with Antoine and Oscar Duarte. And then you got Oshaki Foster about to trying to work out a deal with Neverati. So he's off the table. So the only person, and you got Ben and Ryan Garcia about to fight September 12th. So they off the table. Devin Haney and Keyshawn, they going through their little situation, so they off the table. Tank ain't fighting right now because he got his court situation, so he's off the table. So all these guys are off the table right now. So the only person that's left right there waiting, sitting there telling myself, I told you I was going to be your tune-up, is El Rayo. That's the only person that's sitting there. It is what it is. But one thing I will say, Zuffa would have never made that promo for El Rayo if they wasn't trying to make that fight with Shakur Stevenson. And that's the problem that I had with Shakur Stevenson signing over to Zuffa when he said the Zone gave him a similar offer. You would have been signed to the Zone and you could have made any fight you want to with no promoter over top of you. Now you're over at Zuffa where you have somebody to answer to. Luca's body is a top guy.
Yeah, I was just, man, shout out to T-Mac. I wanted to bring up Lucas Body. Prize, talk to me, man. This Lucas Body versus Floyd Schofield. Who you got winning that?
Prize on mute.
I'm sorry, I had to run in the store. Say it again. Who I got winning what?
Lucas Body versus Floyd Schofield.
I'm gonna keep going with Kid Austin. I know y'all don't like his dad. The young boy can rumble. I know he still got some flaws, but I'm gonna go with the young boy, Kid Austin. I know most of y'all don't like his pops and the way they be talking, and I know y'all hate him for ducking that Shakur smoke. That's what most of y'all say. So, but I'm not gonna throw the kid away just yet. I think he can rumble, so I'm gonna go with him by decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the Shakur smoke that he ducked. He ducked Adula Mason as well.
Yeah, but a lot of people know them more Freezy for ducking Shakur. That's what most people say. Hey, duck Shakur. They don't even really bring up Abdullah. But you're not wrong though. But he's known for he's known for that move they made against Shakur. I mean, it looked crazy.
That was the biggest duck of his career. But he also ducked Adula Mason. The man said he wanted $5 million for Adula Mason, where neither one of them had made $1 million. And then after Adula won the title, he talking about he wanted $20 million.
Yeah, he was tripping.
What? So yeah, I mean, but Lucas Body, I'm rooting for Lucas Body because I want his father to shut the hell up.
See,
I want his father to shut the hell up. I think Kid Austin might win, but I will be rooting for Lucas Body.
Now I rock with Body too, though. But I think I'm just gonna play it safe and go with Kid. Kid's supposed to win that fight. You know, he's just
Dog,
supposed to win.
once again, those medical records are false. You don't do a hair follicle test to prove that something was in your system. You do a hair follicle test to prove something wasn't in your system. And why do you have
But free, if I don't have
hold on,
something, they
but
can't
hold on,
tell.
but no, but why do you do a test in Houston 9 days after you was in the hospital in Saudi Arabia? Where's the test for that they showed that you had something in your system when you was in Saudi Arabia? Where's those tests at? Because every hospital do test on you. If you went to the hospital and you said that you took something or something is in your system, they're going to run tests on you to find out if something is in your system. You was the one that said that your son was poisoned, so they're going to run a test to see if there was something in your system. Where's those tests at? Why you wait 10 days, 9 days, wait till you got back to Texas and you went to a lab in Texas to get a test done?
Mm,
10 days later,
that's tough.
you you didn't stay in Saudi Arabia for 10 days. So I mean, like I said, they no medical facility is going to do a hair follicle to see if something is in your system unless you're saying you never took something. They're going to
Mm.
do a blood. They're going to do a blood work, or they're going to do a urinalysis. That's any place you go. Like when you go for a job interview, and they say you got to take a urinalysis.
Hmm.
Some job interviews will
They'll
do
swap
blood
your
work.
mouth too.
Yeah, they'll swap your mouth. Or some that's what I say. That's the quote unquote blood work, the inside of your mouth. But they're not going to do a hair follicle unless they want to prove you never been on something. If you say, okay,
Yeah,
I've
when you
never
do a hair follicle, man, that stuff that joint date back to.
yeah, it goes back 6 months. It goes back 6 months. So if you want to prove you were never on cocaine, they'll do a hair follicle to see. Let's go back 6 months to see if he ever took cocaine before, or let's go back 6 months to see if he ever was on this or he was on that. That's what they do hair follicle for, not to not to prove something was in your system 10 days ago.
It can't show you. It can't show that he was on any. Something was poison. With a hair follicle, he can't. I'm asking. I'm trying to be educated.
No, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. You're going to do a blood or urinalysis. It makes, like I say, it makes no sense to do a hair follicle unless you're trying to prove that you never took something. It makes no sense, especially like I say, with that shorter period of a time, only 10 days. There is no reason to do a hair follicle. You can do a blood work or you can do a urinalysis. It's still in your urine. It's still in your blood. There's no need to do a hair follicle. That's why it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Free. Like, because the blood gonna tell you everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about nothing else. You talking your blood show everything. So
Yeah.
I kind of gotta agree with you on that. Now it makes a lot of sense. What up, big dog? But yeah, I mean, I do want to see Kid win the fight. I want to see him get in there and rumble somebody though, man. I mean, Lucas somebody is somebody to me. No pun intended, but I feel like that's a fight that I want him to see him challenge himself. Something a fight that I don't think he can win at all.
What's going
You know
on,
what I
babe?
mean?
What's going on, big dog?
What up, Vay? But yeah, I mean, we'll see what this. Y'all just don't like his pop more than y'all don't like him. That's what that's what this is about. Y'all don't like what y'all be calling him, Auntie Schofield or whatever. Y'all don't like him, so y'all take it out on Kid Austin. But he was part of that hoax or whatever it was called. So I get why y'all don't like him. I ain't mad at y'all.
Y'all hear me right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pass it.
yeah, yeah. We
Now
got
Bring
you.
it back,
listen,
pass it, bring it back.
anybody that's helping their child, man, supporting their son or their daughter doing amazing things in sports or in life, man. You good with B3 Picks TV. Uh, and shout out to Big Dog Willie, putting some color in the chat. Salute to the panel and chat. What's your question, Big Dog Willie? Can I drop the link for you? Pull up. Um, we usually go 1 to 3, but now I got my brother Prize in here. Free Marky Dan. We're gonna keep the show rocking. 33 people in the building. Punch the like button. Help the channel grow.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure. Oh, shout out to Vacay Bay, member of the channel, supporter of the channel.
No, it's some people moving upstairs, and so they repairing the carpet, or they moved already, so they repairing the carpet
Oh,
upstairs.
but
Mm.
shoot, yeah, but I want to see some fights, man. I want to see some of these dudes mix it up. I'm tired of all this talking, like what BVO was saying. I'm tired of all this. What if he say, she say, this one to do this one to that one, this one to knock that one out. Man, we don't know about none of that until they fight. You know what I mean? And some of y'all just start watching boxing about 5 or 6 years ago. So y'all coming out of nowhere. Y'all, the fans be making it tough. You know what I'm saying? But we got these promotional companies. We got this Zuffa thing now. So we got some issue going on. But man, I just want to see some rumbles, man. I'm used to watching rumbling, not these Twitters and arguing on Instagram and doing all these interviews, man. Come on, man.
That's part of the game now, though.
Yeah,
You
I
got to.
understand.
I mean, these kids nowadays. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at it,
Yeah.
if you look at it, like Muhammad Ali started pulling stuff on TV and stuff like that before TV was around. You
Right.
didn't hear nobody. You didn't hear nobody. You didn't hear no, Joe Lewis going at Max Schmeling on the radio. They were just okay, but they're about to fight. So it just come with the times.
Yeah, I know. I hate the times. I don't hate. I take that back. Sometimes I just wish, like some of them fights in the '90s and the early 2000s. I just wish we can get back to that because I do think these brothers are talented, and and the foreigners too. You know what I mean? You got Usyk. I watch him. You know what I'm saying? He's sharp. I know he didn't look good, but Usyk is nice. Let's keep it a bean. But there's some rumbles to be made. Tank need to get his ish together. You know what I mean? And mix it up with his peers. You know what I mean? And then we can see what happens with Boots. That he's exciting to watch. You know what I mean? So we gotta see. Zufa had some rumbles on. I don't care what y'all say bad about Zufa. Zufa, they was rumbling. My young boy Jalil and them had the performance of the night. He was rumbling.
No, I
So
mean, there's good fights, man. I don't know why people. I understand why people are hard on
it's
Zuffa
boxing, bro.
because what they're trying to do, but their cars are not that bad. I've seen worse cars on Pop Ring. I've seen all these cars are garbage, and so I'm kind of happy that Zuffa came in and turned out she because it made those other companies have to work together,
hmm
and then now we getting better fights. So
and don't forget that with Charlo and Fulton dropping off, that car was garbage.
yeah,
Uh,
Hey,
when
big dog,
Charlo
really,
and
let
them
me
dropped
ask you
off,
this. Yeah, that was trash.
that was big
Um,
trash. That Zuva car was way better.
Williams and Payton versus Lamont Roach. Who wins that fight?
oh man, I was discussing this last night, man. I think it's gonna be a fun fight to watch. I don't know why people are saying that Roach is gonna knock out Zepeda. I don't think Roaches have power like that. Um, Carrying up to 135. Is he 135, 140? Is he doing 140, 135?
This is 135 WBC title.
135. Okay, yeah, they're going for the Shakur's old title.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I don't. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Um, I'm just trying to see if Roach can, stay up with this guy's punching. Like this guy's punching a ridiculous amount. Like even against Shakur is getting tagged because he's punching so much. And Shakur's a way better defensive fighter than Roach. So this is gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be really interesting. Um, and I'm telling you guys, Roach going to have to knock him down a couple of times or something like that because he ain't gonna win on decisions. Not no Golden Boy card and not no zone card. Mm-mm. So
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. You ain't lying, big dog. Like
yeah,
Roach gonna
I
have to step
know.
it up. He
Yeah,
gonna
he
have to
has to
step
he
it
has
like
to
we
knock
do
him
the
down
board.
because he ain't gonna win no decision on
Yeah,
just pure boxing because that ain't gonna work.
the board throw mad punches, bro. He let his hands fly. You know what I mean? I do like him about that. Like that about that kid. He let his hands fly. So you know what I mean, Freezy. But Lamont is there to be hit. But Lamont gotta. I think it's gonna be kind of similar to the Pitbull Cruz fight. I think it's gonna be kind of similar to that. But I feel like that. Old boy throw way more punches.
He do throw way more punches than Pitbull.
Yeah,
Way more punches.
I'm
yeah.
about to say most definitely throw way more punches. That man throw between 70 and 100 punches a round.
I
He
know.
Man,
definitely,
he clocked up to 1,000 punches in that Shakur fight.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
That
Shakur
man,
just so defensively, you know, good or great. He couldn't really do nothing with him because his countering and his timing and his punch placement. You feel me? But I don't know, man. This gonna like you said, Big Dog. This a tough one right here, dog.
but
Real
see
rap.
that's the reason why I said Zepeda because of the punch output of William Zepeda and
Mm-hmm.
Lamont usually starts slow.
Mm-hmm.
He's a counter puncher by nature, so they're waiting to see a shot open. They don't really push the action for the most part. You have some counter punchers that will push the action at times, but for the most part, they sitting back waiting to counter off of what you do. That's why they call it a counter puncher. They want to counter off of what you do. But with a guy like Williams Zepeda, that's a bad recipe for a counter puncher because he never stopped throwing shots. So even though you might counter, unless it's a good shot that knocks him down or knocks him out, you even though you counter, he got a shot coming back off of your counter. He got about 3 or 4 shots coming back off of your counter. So you gotta look at what you're dealing with, and the style matchup doesn't favor Lamont Roach. It favors more so Williams Zepeda
Is
because
that because of the punch output, free? Like
yeah,
Zepeda
yeah,
gonna throw looping shot, hit you anywhere on the hip, your
It's
elbows.
the optics too. It's the optics of the fight because he's throwing that many punches, and then Roach is coming back with 1 or 2, and this guy's throwing 5 or 6.
It ain't gonna work.
It's the optics of that. It's just going to look bad. I mean, with
Mhm.
Shakur made it evident that he's missed. Like this, Cepeda was missing shots, and Shakur's coming back with combinations, clean combinations. I don't know if Roach can do that, and I don't. I know he don't have defense like Shakur, but I don't know if he can retaliate with 3, 4 combinations back at Zepeda and knock him back.
More in ones and twos.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be an interesting fight. It's just like I said, the style matchup doesn't favor Lamont Roach. He can win if he can be a better version of himself. He can win the fight. It just doesn't favor him. It doesn't favor him. If you had to put money on it, majority of the time you would say, I'm gonna go with Williams Zepeda. Because you look at what Lamont Roach does, he's a counterpuncher. He's going to sit back and wait. Williams Zepeda is not going to sit back and wait.
Because Zepeda make you fight, Freezy. He's gonna make you fight.
And Lamont Roach might have the cleaner, better shots in the round. But Williams Zepeda threw so many shots, the judge might say, well, I'm going to give it to him. He's the more active fighter. He landed more punches. Yeah, he had a couple of clean shots, but he landed way more shots. So
He got to be sharp. Like
you know what? Only thing
like
I can
homie
see,
said, Big Dog Willie said, he got to be sharp.
only thing I can say, if Roach can confuse him like Shakur confuse him and make Zepeda think twice about throwing so many shots, that's the only way I can see him winning. Because like I said, I think it's not just Zepeda throwing that many punches. I just think that the politics involved in it with with Golden Boy and with DAZN and just the optics of us, like me and you, other people on this panel, we can see that if Roach hits him really good, stun him, and he goes back, we like, okay, that's a Roach round because Roach, hit him and showed, more aggression. Well, I won't say more aggression, but he hit him, he stunned him. But if you look at the layman, watching it and say, oh, this guy's throwing a lot of punches and Roach is kind of just sitting back, they're not going to really see it. So,
yeah.
Who are the judges, D3? Do you know who the judges are for this fight? My bad. Go ahead.
Hey, Big Dog, can I ask you a quick question, man?
What's up?
Hey, man, how much Shakur paying you, bro?
What do you say all that?
What?
Just saying you be picking on him, man. He about to explode. Where you going, bro? God.
Whoa.
No, we're just comparing that. We're just comparing that fight though between Zepeda.
No.
No, I'm just saying we're just comparing that fight because I said Zepeda Shakur is a different person than Roach.
You should DM him, cuz. I think you should DM him.
I mean, I'm just saying. I know you're trying to be funny, but I'm just saying.
Get out of here.
But I'm just saying Shakur is a different person from Roach. I mean, Shakur can do those things that Roach can't. And I'm not saying that because Roach is not a defensive fighter like Shakur is,
Nah, he's
and that's
not.
part of it.
So when Willie stop him, you gonna give him credit?
Hell yeah.
If he stop, the Roach stops, Zepeda.
No, it's a pay to stop Roach. I'm giving either way.
Yeah,
If Willie,
Whoever
if
yeah.
wins,
Willie
I'm giving them
Zepeda, if
credit.
Willie
Anybody,
go in there,
everybody's getting credit.
if
Whoever
If
Willie
wins,
go
Zepeda
get
in
stop
there
credit.
and
Roach, if
stop
Roach
him,
stops Zepeda, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
getting
making
credit.
sure, man.
They
Why
definitely
would I
getting
not
credit.
give people credit? I think you be hearing me just. I troll a lot, so I don't think you know when I'm on serious channels like this and I can talk real Boston. I don't be sitting up there talking bullshit. But when I'm on other channels, I be
Wait,
talking bullshit.
what bullshit where?
But I
I be
say this
talking
though,
on other channels. I
I
talk
think
bullshit.
Willie, I
But this
think
is a
Willie
real
gonna
channel.
destroy him.
I can really talk boxing on this channel. I don't have to worry about somebody yelling at me because I said
Oh no,
something.
we don't yell over at BVO boxing. We don't curse and yell.
Now don't be a Negro, be my nigga. All right, help me out.
Hey, shout out to my man B3, man.
Pass a three in the house. But anyway, back to
Rattling.
boxing, please. Uh, like I said, I'm giving whoever credit. If Willie wins, I'm giving him credit. If Lamont win, I'm giving him credit. And I don't want to hear nobody tearing it down. Oh, da. Bruh, I'm giving them credit.
There's
You heard
somebody
it from
where
Prize Fighter itself said it.
Hey, you
I'm
know
giving
Willie
credit.
almost stopped Shakur. Willie almost knocked him out. You heard the
Hell
baby.
no.
You heard the baby. What the baby said?
It's a baby.
What the
So you
baby said?
saying the baby was lying, prize? Is
The
that what you
baby
I'm
was
just saying.
definitely lying. Or not. She wasn't
wow.
lying. She
I don't
probably
think the
don't know
baby
what
was
lying
lying,
is.
bro.
The baby
Wow.
didn't the baby don't understand what was going on inside that square
and
circle.
that's her
I'll
daddy.
say that.
She worried about her daddy. She
What
said
she
it out
said, he
loud, but
almost
she
Right.
knocked
worried
him
about her
out.
daddy.
You should be ashamed.
Man, y'all act like somebody can't wobble and recover. Or
Now,
if he recovered quickly, didn't he?
You should be
BBO,
ashamed.
are you a Devin Haney fan?
no.
I am.
You told me, do I
Okay.
like that? Do I
I'll
like
say
Devin
I'm a
as a
Devin
fighter?
Haney
Yeah.
supporter.
I'm not a Haniac. But I do like Devin as a fighter.
Okay. Okay. I see. So
Never
I
heard
seen
that
he was
one
getting.
before. Can't
Never
act from
mind.
you.
Say it
Wait,
again.
what happened?
But
T
let's,
Mac was wild.
So yeah, that's a man. So
Yeah, he slipped.
I just think with this fight is we seen Lamont Rose fight the wrong fight 2 times in a row. I don't see why he won't do it a third. That's my only thing.
what
I'm
fight did
just
he? The only fight that one fight wrong, that one
Pitbull.
against Pitbull. I think he fucked up on that fight, but the one against Tank, that was a good performance.
I
I
agree.
thought he could have won that. I thought he could have won that, but
Well,
I just think
arguably, a
he
lot of
just
people
closed it
did
out.
think he won it,
I
but I
mean, he
mean,
did win it.
I
If
thought he
if
won.
not for a corrupt, cockeyed referee,
Yeah. It
Oh
should be
my god,
investigated by the FBI.
yeah.
sick man.
It's like, no, I take that back. I like that,
Hey,
brother.
Big Dog
Nah,
Willie.
nah, don't take it back. Stand on it.
Hey, me
I
and
like
Big Dog
Steve
went at it
Willis.
I
yesterday.
do too.
Yeah,
Nah,
no, he's a good
Cockeye
ref.
Willie lost me that night.
He's a good ref.
Mark,
who
you
did
a
you say
Respect
my
troll.
what you
name?
mean,
The
Mark.
Nah,
D3?
that was me, Big Dog. You hear me?
Kinda. You seem like you're kind of.
Yeah, you a little
Okay,
low,
hold on.
Phase.
Hold on.
That's my boy FaZe
Get it
back to
together, phase. Come
Oh,
on,
what's up, Faze? What's
phase.
up?
hey
Man,
FaZe.
salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash the like button, follow the channel,
Yes.
help the channel grow.
Yes,
Sonia
sir.
Augustine, I see you. Appreciate my brother Faye joining the membership today. Shout out to Big Dog Willie putting some color in the chat. Hey, we working. Dez, I see you.
Yes, what up? 215 is in the building. We got LeBoy. I don't want to switch gears. Keep it going. Keep it boxing.
Hey,
Whoa,
Lord Marion, brother. Stop
We
it.
got LeBoy.
whoa.
Hey, let me ask you this though, B3. When you see what's going on with the fight game, does it kind of make you want to be in or out of it? Because I know like you doing your thing, man, over there on TikTok, man. What do you think about the fight game overall?
That's funny. Uh, Now the reason I laugh is because boxing, it's a poor man's sport.
Damn. Damn.
Truth.
Shout out to the
Speak the
Free
facts,
Entertainment
B3.
Network.
Boxing is my favorite sport, 3.
Man, we got 25 people in the room. We done made $2 in 2 hours, man. Uh,
Y'all gonna make him go
I'm
back
gonna
to
say this.
TikTok. He ready to go to TikTok.
Nah, I mean BVO just keeping it 1,000. But I mean, outside of that, I mean, we really don't get the fights. If we don't get the Keyshawn Devin fight, then I mean, who else is gonna fight? I mean, we about the Shakur Zapata. I mean,
That's
Shakur
and
Ryo.
Ryo. Yeah.
I mean,
Fight, but that's probably not.
anytime Shakur
What's wrong
fight, I
with
mean,
those fights?
anytime Shakur fight is gonna be interesting. But we want the matchups, man. We want Devin Shakur.
Mm-hmm. Tank involved. Put him in there. Get his yellow
I
ass
mean, we
in there.
really want the Devin and
Devin
Shakur fight
Ryan. That's what
would
I
have been
want.
lit.
I don't know. Is Tank out of jail?
He ain't in jail. He was just showing off sneakers last night or the other night
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
on
he
the
was.
strip.
He's on the shelf though.
He definitely on the shelf because they said he wasn't fighting this year. So you tank a maniacs. I know y'all want to rip your shirts off, brother, like wrestlers. You know what I mean? He ain't coming back this year. So y'all need to chill because I like the bull. I like the bull tank. You know what I mean? I don't like him, but I like the way he fight. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you something
So
about Devin? This is something about Devin. I wanted to ask people who are not going to yell at me and say I'm a
nobody ain't
hater.
gonna yell at you, bro.
No,
Stop doing that.
I'm joking. I'm just saying.
You
But
hate
this
Devin
is
though.
something I want. But am I the only one that really wants to see Devin fight Ryan before he fights Shakur?
I mean,
I
I'll
don't think
take either
so.
Yeah,
one. I'll
yeah.
take
I
either
don't think
one.
so. We
Either
won't get.
one.
I don't think we're
No,
gonna get
you're
that
not the
fight.
only one, big dog. I would
Line
like to
them
see
up.
the Ryan fight first.
And I swear to God, their fans should be blabbering for that Ryan fight over and over. I want to see the fight. I want to see who really wins that fight.
I mean,
He
honestly, to
said,
tell you the truth, I think both guys they both avoid
split
each
it in the
other.
clinic.
They avoid each other, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think they avoid each
Yeah,
other
that's a good point, BVL.
because
Is
It
they're
it?
seems like they don't want.
like. I mean, you look at, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Man,
A lot of Devin
Dev will
fans.
fight anybody. I don't care what none of y'all
That's
say.
what I don't know because a
I
lot of
don't
Devin
know, man.
they
This
get
is
more
weird.
What you
caught in
mean you
like
don't know?
arguing than they do like actually making fights. Like I heard some cats say, "Oh, Keyshawn is trash." Well, if he's trash, how you give Devin credit for beating him? It's
Nah,
just a weird,
Naquan,
weird.
he not fighting because he got legal stuff going on.
It's a weird.
It's not
It's
happening,
something
Quan.
going on. And
Man,
I
some
think
of the
Facts of
narratives
life.
the
I
Devin
think Bill
fans
Haney
saying
got
that
too much
Keyshawn's on
power.
drugs, you got to tripping with that. Keyshawn's on PEDs. Where you guys get that
Well,
one from?
we know he's
Who? What
definitely a
guys?
drunk.
What
We know
guys?
he we know he's definitely. Well,
None of these
Keyshawn
guys
said that.
over here.
Keyshawn said he a substance abuser.
None
He
of these
said
guys over
PEDs.
here.
PEDs.
Oh, you talking about those drugs? No,
Nah, nobody over here said
Oh, no,
put no
no, no. I'm
smut
just
on them.
saying. I heard, anyway, I'm not going to discuss what I hear with certain Haney channels. So never mind. That's my fault. My fault.
But it's weird though because
ain't no
Devin
fault.
Haney. I'm gonna tell you something funny. From going to fights, he's not like a huge name like to the average consumer that want to see a fight. I mean, I got to give Tank his credit.
Nope.
Tank is
Quan,
really the dude that everybody asks about.
nothing. You're not seeing Javante in 2026, Quan.
Me just
Why
being
not?
a
Because you're
YouTuber.
not.
That's all
You're
good.
not seeing him, dude. He's not coming back no time soon.
I
It'll
know
be
Not
he
this
late
is.
year.
27 when you see Javante. If that. Because that judge,
Javante,
I
I
can't stand that judge. What did Illy say? She demonic, bro. That
no,
judge.
she not.
Yeah, she
I
is.
mean,
She's
let me ask you this though,
Bro,
Prime.
prize.
I'm
If
not
you
talking
hit,
about the
if you
see,
got
I
into
don't know why
oh
I
nah.
said that, because I know y'all was gonna do that.
Prize, let me ask you this: did you
No,
not
when
hear
you
the
make a
video?
statement, then you don't want nobody to go back on your statement. You're not God, prize.
Did you? Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Did y'all hear
BBL.
the tape?
Which tape?
Well, that girl was screaming, "Help me!" Like he's trying to hurt me. Did
Oh
y'all hear
yeah,
that
yeah,
tape?
I heard that. That's the one. And after she did that, he went and put another child in her. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Well, that's a wild video,
Genius
dog.
Davis.
That's a wild video. Hey, I want to hear your opinion on that. I never heard your opinion on that. What you think about the young lady screaming, "Help me!" He's trying to unalive me.
Man, that's crazy. Cool, let's keep it boxing.
Oh, that's boxing. I want to hear from three on that. I never heard three speak on it.
I did. This what I think about that.
He almost knocked you out.
Shout out to Shakur and his beautiful daughter.
That's a cute little baby.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She
I
looked
look,
like my little baby when she was little with that hair.
yeah.
But you
Yeah,
know,
man. Tank
Oh,
got to get back to boxing,
you ain't,
man.
you
right.
ain't
So
get off. You ain't off the hook, B3. You got to
Boxing,
tell us, man, as
please.
the social conscious of the STN, man. What do you think about hearing the video where the young lady was screaming that he's trying to unlock it?
Start some
PBO
shit.
trying to take it there.
No, I want to hear from B3. It's not fair. I got to hear that.
He said ain't fair.
Hey, I got to hear
man,
that.
listen,
Yeah, stop ducking and dodging. B3 picks and answer the questions.
let me just say this real quick, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Smash the like button. Follow the channel. Help the channel grow. Join the membership. But yeah, I mean, brothers got to be disciplined. Put God in your life. Serving God pays a lot more than serving yourself.
Mm,
So
bars,
Wise words.
bars.
I just think it's crazy though. Like Big Dog Willie, I don't know how they can support a guy who does that. Like I just don't get it.
Oh, hold on.
They love
Stop
him.
playing with me. Stop playing with me.
They
I'm not
love
I
saying you. I'm
support
not
Tank of
saying you in
Tank.
particular. I'm saying people in general. Like I don't know how this can get behind Tank. It's kind of tough, man.
I don't get behind nobody's Tank.
that was
Whoa.
crazy.
Whoa.
But no, nevertheless, you're right. He needs God in his life in the worst way. But you know, he was chilling the other night with his boys in his whip, and he had his chains in them clothes. He was copping some sneakers. He had some sneakers, some rare sneakers. He
Yeah.
wasn't doing nothing. But I'd rather see him box than see him on Instagram, like, cause he got a lot of left in the gas tank, bro. You know what I mean? And he is talented, man. The way he set traps and stuff. I know you tank a maniacs will rip your shirt off and go the extra mile, but I'm not. But I
Whoa.
do want to see him get back in there and rumble these dudes. And Shakur, I
Yeah,
want
I
to see
want to
him
see him
fight.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I just want to see him rumble, man. Because
I
I
want. I
don't
want to
like
get it.
him. I don't like him. And like I said, if I like when we go to the fights, because me and BVO and B3, we go to the fights. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you like that, Big Dog Willie. I seen you around. You cool. I don't know if you go to the fights or not. If you do, cool.
Only
You know what I mean?
only on the West Coast.
All
Only
right,
when I can
fine.
go on
So
the
we
West
go. So
Coast.
all of us, we go to the fights. You know what I'm saying? If I seen him in person, I wouldn't say nothing to Bull. I keep it pushing. But if I seen like Dev or Shakur, you know what I mean? Hell, me and BBO, we ran into Tio. He was scared to death. That's a fact. And we still talk to him. But like Tank, I wouldn't talk to him because he cusses his favorite fans out. He will cuss you out. So I don't want to be in a situation where I'm into it with him and his crew. So I would just keep it pushing. They'd be like, "Oh, look, there's Tank. Tank over there. Tank over there." Everybody running over there, right? Not me. I'm gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean? Do what I was already doing.
Hey, Big Dog Willie.
He ain't
Man,
that kind of guy, but
I could already imagine that prize gonna walk up. Man, Tank, we love you out here in
I,
Philly. When you
hell,
gonna get that
Tank,
fight with
man, I fuck
man,
Shakur?
with
Man,
we love
shut the
Boost
F
Ennis.
shut the F up and be a
Nah,
fanboy.
be a
nah.
fan.
We
And you
love
know
we
what?
love Boost Ennis out here.
No,
appreciate you, Ryan.
and that's the truth.
Salute to you.
And y'all know that the Tanker Maniacs are trying to
Appreciate
hijack Boots and Abdullah Mason. You know,
No, that's what I've been saying that for
that's the
years.
goal.
it.
I've just, but you know what I was just finna say? For the Tanker Maniacs to have such high expectations for fighters, Bud Crawford resume ain't nothing. Devin Haney resume ain't
Yeah,
nothing.
that
You
was
can't make
bad.
this stuff up.
Hold
That
on,
was
hold on,
bad.
hold
What
on,
I
hold
heard the
on.
other
Let me
day,
finish.
that was
Let
bad.
me finish. Bud Crawford resume ain't nothing. Shakur Steven resume ain't nothing. Devin Haney resume ain't nothing. For them to have such high standards, what had a favorite fighter done?
Well, it
Man,
looked
I
like he
tell you,
pulls
man.
girls out of nightclubs. That's what it looked like to me.
If your standards is so high,
Yeah,
you would
it's
have
like I
think
told
Tank.
you. It's like I told you,
You would have
prize.
think Tank got real hats around here. He
Hey,
ain't
he
got no
do.
real hats
And then look, he'll
around
cuss
here.
you out. He'll cuss you the f out, and then they still and they'll still pickle pull with two hands and rip all the skin off their hands on this dude.
Whoa,
You know what I mean? It's
But
crazy,
I'll
bro.
say
Jesus.
this. So,
Blood
Faith,
on
you
their
make a good
boots.
point, but you got to remember they matched Adrian too hard, and I think when you think about Tank, who was a direct reflection of what everything Adrian was, they trying to match him a little softer, and they built the star just the same. And I think at this point, this late in his career, what 31 at this point, I think he is what he is. I think he's never going to take a tough fight. I mean, he's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
Prince Nassim than he is, a Floyd Mayweather.
Ooh, that was bars.
I just think
Prince
that's
not seen. Nah, Prince not seen. At least took that damn Kevin Kelly fight. Take one of them damn fight. Well, I guess that was his roach.
but
That
that
was
was
his
the
roach.
end. But that was
Oh
the
no,
end.
Kelly better than Roach
but
though. We can't do that.
but my
But
Yeah,
thing
nah,
is
yeah,
facts.
really think of the irony of all
Shout
this
out Kevin
stuff.
Kelly.
You got so much high expectations,
Yeah.
but your
I
fighter
think
don't
it's
your
their
fighter don't
fans
cover
have
none of
high.
the boxes.
His
It's them
fans do that.
fans. Yep.
It's the fans, and they're
Not,
diehard. I mean, they trip. I mean,
They like
had one
Hulk
dude
Hogan.
saying
Well, let me tell you something, brother. And they just rip their shirt off and go crazy. You
it's
saying,
can't
"Oh,
say,
he
and,
it's
better
like
and
he
that
if you
on
better
say
than
it's
something
like
Roberto
that on
bad
both
about
Duran."
them,
sides.
and if you
Saying
It's
say
like that
something
on
crazy.
both
bad about
sides.
them, what happened?
And I'm a real boxing fan, so I'm gonna say, hey, look, Tank Davis is a good fighter, man.
A really good fighter.
I ain't got no problem with
He's a
saying
good
that.
fighter. Yeah.
Horrible fighter.
You
No,
know what
I
I
just don't like
mean?
the comparisons. The comparisons be killing me. And I always bring. I say, is he better than Roberto Duran? Yep, he's
No,
better than Roberto Duran.
no,
He
he's
just they
not.
be
He would
saying
get
shit
beat
like
up.
that,
But you know what
and
I'll
I
tell you?
just
Those guys never watched Roberto Duran.
Right.
You got to remember, you
These
got to
people
look
just
at history. These are dudes who just came out of nowhere, who was like a lot of us trying to make a couple dollars, man.
they just started watching boxing 4 and 5 years ago. These are facts.
What happened to all those Tyson Fury fans? Remember all those Tyson
No,
Fury
where
fans?
the F did
I'm
all those Brian Norman fans go? Because I
Yeah, it
still
was a
rock
bunch
with
of
them.
Brian.
I want to
They
know where
just
them
Well,
niggas went at.
they are Ryan Garcia fans now.
I mean, you can't make this stuff up, people. Like,
a lot
where's
of
the
them say
Brian
me
Norman?
as a
Where the
Brian
B Norman
Garcia fans
Or
too.
fans?
or if they black, they're Boots Ennis fans now after they got done hating on him.
Mm-hmm.
because
Where's the
when
Brian
Fedora
Norman
get done
fans,
with
bro?
Boots, they gonna call him a bum because
they
Fedora
wasn't, but
Yep.
look, beat up
will
beat
put hands and
BVO.
feet on him.
Man, you out of your
BVO.
mind.
BVO, they wasn't Boots fans when Boots was calling for Earl Spence. They
Man, they
wasn't
ain't
Boots
never been
fans
no
then.
Boots fan. We've been watching Boots, Dev to tell
Yeah.
you. We've been watching
Yeah.
Boots since he's been an amateur around these parts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we know he the goods. Y'all don't know that. And when he go in
Yeah,
there
he
and beat
from
that
he
big
from
seven
Philly,
foot
right?
boy
Yeah.
up, when he
He's
go and
not.
knock out George Marathon, I don't want to hear nothing.
He called George Marathon.
Bro, when Fedora beat the hot water cornbread and greens out of him, I want you to do the same stuff, bro.
I'll come on
Oh,
here and be like, yo, he's cooked my mans.
Fedora, the
Fedora
new
is
dude
about
you
to
pulling
hurt
on,
him.
BBO. That's your new guy. Now that
No,
Danny's
no,
gone.
I put like this. I understand you pregnant with Inouye's baby. I get it. You have a
Whoa.
baby, but I say this. I just think Fedora at 54 is a very, very tough fight for anybody. The reach, he's. I think he's one of the tallest
He
champions in.
wasn't tough for Mendoza.
He's 6'5", and I seen Keith Thurman getting close to him, but Keith Thurman's face didn't hold up. So
Man,
that's
Erison Lubin was cooking this dude until he
his
just
face didn't hold.
transformed
That's the
into
thing.
another
Until what?
His
Until
face
what?
don't. These
until
guys'
his
face
face
don't.
can't hold up.
Yeah, there you go, prize.
Did Fedora didn't he get knocked out?
Yeah, Bob
That he
Mendoza.
did.
Yeah,
That's why I
I
just
mean
said
this guy
He
Mendoza
don't
can beat
fight the
him.
same, Willie.
he
He
ain't
don't fight.
invincible.
Right.
He don't fight on the inside anymore. He's on the outside now. Like
Now,
the
if he keep doing that, he gonna be a
he's
super problem.
unbeatable. He's unbeatable at 54. He might get
Now he ain't
stopped.
no unbeatable. He already lost at 54. What are you talking
Bro, he's
about?
gonna stop Boots, man. And when he
Now,
stops,
you out of your mind.
bro,
Hey,
nothing about
you want to put a friendly 50 on that, BBO?
you got it. You
Yeah,
got it.
I
All
want one of
right,
them
that's a
too, and
bet right there.
I want
I
one
got
too.
Boots Ennis. BVO boxing
Over
sports TV
Fedora?
has 50 on
I
Fundora.
want that too. I want in on that.
Matter of fact, you wanna bring it up to a friendly 100?
I don't even gamble.
Say it again.
You wanna do a friendly 100 instead?
We can do whatever you want, man.
All
Mm.
right, that's a friendly $200 bet right there.
Oh, he trying to walk you down. He trying to get out of here, Mark.
Nah, that's right there. That man said bet, right?
Come on
Hey,
now.
I put like this. Fedora is special, dude. For him to
I
make that,
don't.
he's my height, bro. When he's making that weight, that's really hard to do, bro. I ain't gonna
That's a
lie.
problem.
BVO just got under 300 pounds for the first time since I was like 16.
Oh wow.
I know how hard that is, bro. So just imagine a dude being 6'5", 150. Sheesh.
BVO, don't you think that might be a problem though?
No,
No,
because look
because
how skinny he is.
I've
No, but
seen guys. I
No,
saw
that's what I'm
guys.
saying. Does he need to be that skinny?
I
but
mean, really not.
he's
I
been
don't think it's him. I don't
160.
think it's
He's
him. I
not
think
like
He's been
Skeletor now.
He's been 160 pounds. Like he's been 160 pounds his entire adult life. He just had a huge growth spurt where he grew a lot.
I think he
Okay.
probably walk around 170.
I don't.
He's a skinny guy.
I don't. I think he walks around like 165, 167.
170 is small.
That's your opinion.
Man, it don't matter. It don't matter. He ain't never fought nobody from Philadelphia. And I promise you this. When he does,
that dude's from
he's
Delaware.
gonna learn. He's gonna learn the hard way. I'm telling y'all.
Off what?
It sounds good, Prize.
But you know what's kind of funny? Boots Ennis is a 2-time unified champion. That's crazy when you think about that.
Yeah.
Yep, and
At the same age,
you still love to hate on him, ain't
at
that
the same
crazy?
age that Mayweather was, they both was 36-0, bro.
Yeah. But Mayweather fought real champions and real dogs. You know,
yeah, that's a fact. But I'm just saying.
He's went to the back of the Amazon. No, you know what I think? Boots does? I think he goes to the pantry, the food pantry, and say, "Give me those dudes that's on food."
Y'all ain't say that about that Puerto Rican boy he beat up.
So you saying Xander is a bus boy? That's what you're saying to me.
Yeah, I know.
Really well.
I don't know though. They all fight on DAZN now, so we might get that fight.
And Xander quit, and I want to see Jalil Hackett bust his head open.
Put down the
Me
gas,
too,
man. BVO, come on.
Because after that, I think Jalil will beat him up.
Hey, FaZe, who you think the best middleweight is?
I say Laura. I'm rocking with Laura.
That's your opinion.
Yeah. Who can beat Laura at 60?
You know
at
what?
the wasteland. What BBO call it? The wasteland.
Yeah, I'd agree with that opinion, Prize. I would. Yeah.
Laura smoked them dudes at 60. The Laura knocking Ish out right now. He ain't never been knocking nobody. He was boxing when I was a young boy.
Laura ain't knocked nobody out in like 2 years.
Who?
He ain't fought in 2 years either.
Right.
There you go. Exactly my point.
He don't need to fight. You know, Laura, one of them dudes that can just.
He's a 60-year-old man, Prize. He needs to be active.
He's a champ. He number 1 at 60. The other boy is a cheater. How many times has he cheated? So he's out.
But you don't care about dudes cheating, Prize. Come on now.
What? Man, get out of here, Mark.
I don't care that much.
I'm the same guy that was talking about Tyson Fury as a cheater.
I forgot. Yeah, FBI Prize. I
Right. You must have forgot. In my Roy Jones voice, you must have forgot.
You talking
tonight,
about Tyson,
I do all the talking tonight.
Fury.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
And did you notice Tyson Fury's face? That boy touched his soul. Pastor Wilder touched his soul. And then he proceeded to cheat him in that fight. Dirty pig.
You know what's funny? They talk about Wilder, but man, I feel like AJ get a bad shake, man. AJ is a real life gold medalist. He don't get no credit.
I give him credit.
Man, he didn't win that gold medal. They robbed that Italian kid for that gold medal.
Man, he won it
and
gold.
They robbed the kid in the semifinal, which was even worse.
I mean, just say you don't like to see classy black men win championships. That's just kind of been the story.
I mean, listen, God bless him. You know, he got awarded that gold medal because that was the year the Olympics was in England. But God bless him. You know, he did his thing.
AJ is he will be in the Hall of Fame.
In Prize Fighter's opinion,
he will be in the Hall of Fame. How many times? Come on, bro.
Yeah. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Okay.
Two-time unified. Yeah.
He will be in the Hall of Fame. If anybody out there got sons, ask yourself: would you want AJ to be your son, or do you want your son to be just like AJ? You would say absolutely yes. Because you ain't running down to the courthouses. He ain't having all these kids over there. He not putting his hands on women. He's just chilling. You don't even know what his wife and you don't even know what his baby mama and his kids look like.
Because he gave her a ton of money and she's quiet.
Facts.
You got my man Deontay talking about he put a towel on her and he wiped himself off. Like, come on, bro. You talking about a 5-year-old,
Come
bro.
on, man. We not gonna no disrespect to no Pastor Wilder disrespect. That's my
Call
guy.
Deontay Wilder a pastor is one of the
That's
most
my
strange
guy.
things I've never heard.
He talk like
I
one. I'm
think he
just
called
saying.
Tyson
Don't you
Fury a
ever
pastor.
forget the
He
way he
called
touched
Tyson
Tyson's
Fury a
spirit
pastor.
soul. Man, come on, man.
What he said, I'll baptize you, Tyson. Hey, Tyson Fury beat the life out of Wilder that second
Man,
fight. I don't know what
cheated.
BVO, while we here, who's the number one heavyweight in the world?
for me, it's gonna be Murat Gassiev for
There we
me.
go.
For
I
me.
knew that's who he was gonna say.
I'm gonna go with the boy.
Hold up.
Cabbage.
I don't know. Number the heavyweights, man. What
Moses
BBO call
Thomas.
it a waste? Yeah, I don't even want to say him. It's a wasteland. It's like 60. I'm gonna say Usyk still
No, it's
until
not.
he's.
No, it's not. You crazy, Prize? I mean,
Uh,
how many good fighters we got up there? You got Dubois. You got the
all right,
Cuban sniper.
that's
You
number one.
got
He number
Murk
one.
Gassiev. Then you
He
got the
number
body
one.
snatcher.
He number one.
And then you
Dubois.
got the young dude Moses coming up in the ranks.
I like Moses, but I just want to see him prove himself because I don't know about how he is. He just smoke everybody. So
He about to fight Filip Hrgović. What's your
yeah,
thoughts?
I mean he gonna smoke him. Hrgović is not the same Hrgović that was cracking like that. You know what I mean? He gonna go in there and Mark. Why you gotta do that? Shut his mic off, B3. Why does he gotta do that? Nah, but I think Hrgović is over the hill. But it's a good name on his resume. You know what I mean? No, nonetheless. But come on,
Yeah,
man, what we doing?
man. Listen,
I apologize, bro.
I'm
It's all
with you.
good,
Listen,
man.
Prize. Listen, I'm right there with you. Another amazing show. From the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network, B3 Picks TV. We definitely working. B3 SPN.
Mm.
Good brothers around us. Man, doing what God called us to do. Blessed to be a blessing. Man, make sure y'all smash the like button on the way out. Follow BVO Sports TV, Democracy Briefings,
Yeah.
and pull back up. We're gonna be here Friday from 1 to 3. Um, man, listen, Lamar Rhodes is Williams Cepeda this weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Does
Uh,
Lamont Roach have the nuts to win this championship?
hey, that's the number one question.
I would
I
say,
think he
yeah.
does. I believe I'm picking Lamont to win this fight.
Mm.
And man, shout out to Maryland, shout out to DC. We blessed, not stressed.
I need money.